I don't really want to get into the conversation of who started it and all that kind of stuff. There have been some people who've kind of like started those conversations with me. I'm not really here for that, I'll be honest with you. It is just a worrying situation, I guess, for everybody involved, you know. And I want to make sure that everybody on the Level Up Marketplace team is safe and secure, and do the best we can to do that. And we have the resources. Just to say, we are limited at the moment. Currently, we're looking at like a bus for some people who don't have passports to get to a safer other distance. The city that we're currently in is on those name of cities that will get hit by missiles, supposedly. There's a lot of different news out there. It's kind of interesting. There's British news. I'm seeing Indian news, Pakistani news, American news, and everyone's got something to say. But I mean, I found it quite interesting. Like a week ago, ish, I was having ice cream with Hamza, and we were discussing about this war situation, and there's always been conflict to some extent between India and Pakistan. I'm not here to discuss all of that as well, especially being British, if you know your history. And the consensus was that nothing will go wrong. It should be fine. Everything will continue. But my gut was that something was going to go wrong. It seemed like I'd never really experienced the knowledge of knowing the amount of conflict from the media in the UK, and in the UK, and I think in other global news, a lot more people were reporting on it a couple of weeks ago on some of the incidences that had happened. And I just had a gut feeling that something was going to happen. And funny enough, last night I was here on a call with a GHL agency, a guy called Don Doyle, and he was asking me about some fun feature that you guys had asked about in the community, and I found it. I like a challenge. I'll be honest with you, if you know me well enough. And there's 100 or 200 people commenting about we need this feature, we need this feature. So we've made it, we've got it ready. It took us about 24, 48 hours. I'll get into that feature if anyone wants to know about it later. The point of this live is, I want to, introduce some of the Level Up Marketplace team. I want to show some of the things that we have been able to accomplish for the Go High Level community. There is a donation link that we've set up, the QR code here if you want to. The money that would receive is going to go towards putting people into a safe zone, safe area, and/or going towards anybody who needs funds to help with problems that have happened because of this war here in war or attacks. I'm not sure as that we're into a war at the moment. There are conversations or news of further attacks happening from both sides later tonight. I do plan on being live for as long as I possibly can be. I took quite a few hours of sleep before this, just so I could be a little bit more mentally ready. I'm not someone who takes a lot of sleep, for anybody who watches or knows me well enough, to be honest with you. So, I'm usually awake through the night. It's quite more peaceful for me, and I can focus up and get some shit done. But yeah, I want to introduce people. I want to, the goal and the objective is to try and make sure we get as many of the staff to safe distance if things are going to kick off. I do, in my gut, believe that things are going to get worse before they get better. I'm just taking those opinions from all the different news outlets and things that I've seen. And fingers crossed, nothing does go worse. And this all hopefully blows over by Monday, Tuesday, and ceasefires and the UN and all this stuff all kicks in. and we haven't got to worry about anything. I mean, obviously there have already been missile strikes, dramatic things, talks of civilians on both sides, um, having pain and damage in, physical and mental ways. And any funds that we receive, we will want to distribute them as best as we possibly can. And if anybody has any say on where they would like maybe their funds to be placed and things of that nature, then I will happily listen to all of that. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what else I could do really. The thing happened last night, like I was saying, Don was on the call, and it was quite funny. I was here chatting, and then all of a sudden the room went quite quiet. Usually it's quite loud and boisterous, I'll be honest with you. I mean, like if you can see there, they're all quite quiet right now because I think everyone's a little bit nervous to some extent. But I'll be honest with you, we're quite rowdy as a bunch of people, I'll be honest with you. Um, so it was quite surprising. I kind of looked around, and then Hamza said to me, check your WhatsApp. And I had received some videos from him of some of the local footage of some of the missile strikes, and yeah, after that, I was on the phone to the British Embassy, the government there, looking for the best advice on what to do. Um, and yeah, I don't I don't know what else we really can do apart from just try and keep pushing and keep making apps. There's nothing much else we can do apart from that in the office. And try and make sure that if there is something worse going to happen around the corner, and it all gets worse, we've had plenty of conflicts in the world at the moment, Palestine and over there, and Ukraine and Russia, and most very numerous others that don't come to mind right now. And I've seen some of the families today. I stay at one of the guys' house with his family, and everyone's a bit, on edge, a bit nervous. It's quite interesting driving around today. Normally, you drive down the roads in Pakistan, and it's like beep, beep, beep. If you've watched my stories, you know what I'm talking about. And it just wasn't like that. And I tried to take some time speaking with some of the guys. They're all talking about memes that they'd seen. They'd heard the sirens, the bombing sirens kicking off, and people were commenting and like they don't really know what to do when they hear those sirens because they haven't really got anywhere to do or anywhere to go about it. But the country seems quite quiet, honestly. Um, there's not the beeping and the hustling about like there was today. I haven't really slept much, honestly. But the world goes on, and I'm sure I find myself. I'm privileged enough to have a British passport, and my government knows I'm here and all that. I'm sure I'll be fine. But I worry about everything that obviously we've built and all the people that have come here to build it. And there are promises of a better future that I've put forward for everybody since we started. What is the level up marketplace? And if it's as simple as getting a few people onto a few airplanes and as simple as getting a bus and some stuff of that nature, then we'll sort it out, you know? So if anybody has any questions, I'll take a few questions for a minute, and I'll go and get one of the guys. We'll start interviewing a few people, start asking them about what's happening from their side. And then I'll start showing you a few of the tools and like why we work so hard and what we built for you guys. And it's like part of it to make it a little bit funny in a way is let's not let the level up marketplace boys disappear, or let's not let's not have any problems or anything, because we do quite a good job on trying to get quite a few workarounds and cool tools and situations for agencies around the world. You know, as a there's only a little while ago, just check my computer now, that we reached, just over 1 million installations on the app marketplace, which I thought was quite a feat. You know, if you do follow what I talk about and things, you know, my objective is to try and get to 1 billion installations as a business. We've grown, 500 to 1,000% since a year ago. And, if we do that again over the next year, maybe two, then yeah, we'll carry on going. Right now we're at like just under 1.3 million installations. So, I was in the Costa Rica event with Mario. It was only like a week prior to that event that we hit 1 million. So, I mean, you can kind of see the growth of how things are going. The marketplace is full of wonderful solutions and should be the first place you do think of when it comes to trying to find a solution to any kind of GHL problem ultimately that you're facing. I'm prepared tonight for as long as I can to educate as many people about anything, or even see if we can even make some apps live as we're on call. We are very fast, I promise you. We do find solutions. We take pride in doing that for all of you agencies. And like if I was to ask anything from anybody, it would be to obviously donate in whatever format you think's appropriate for yourself. Don't go overexert yourself, obviously. We have the funds to take care of stuff, I believe. We're still obviously looking at when's maybe the best time to pull that trigger, because we're looking at maybe what's going to happen between now and Monday. I think it's the most sensible solution, because I can't really go anywhere, like I said, I think till Friday, if anything. It's not like my highest priority for myself to get away from here, ultimately. My next stop was, funny enough, going to the Australian event. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So, yeah, if anybody has any questions, Mario, are you there? Hello?
Whoops, sorry, I was on mute.
That's all right.
I am checking right now. So far, no question. I mean, I have a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your team in Pakistan. I'd love to learn about how you found everybody and, what you love about working with the team. So let's start there.
Um, so I wonder if you can see you can't see
Yep.
my mouth, but in the bottom, like in the middle on the left, alongside the guy with the check shirt, who's just talking to the guy to his left, his name's Hamza. He's the CTO. He was, I think, the second or third employee of the Level Up Marketplace all the way back in the day. The journey of the Level Up Marketplace started because I got on a call with Sean. I used to have a software called Walletly, and a lot of people were asking if they could integrate Walletly into Go HighLevel. And at that point, Sean, was interested to get a lot of demand for it. And this was the very early days within the first year of when HighLevel existed. And, we also spoke to Sean about the fact that we provided about 40 odd % of the apps to the ManyChat. app marketplace, and for about the last decade or so, uh, we've been building apps. Okay, and
So
Sean,
how'd you actually find your team?
The first guy was from Fiverr, honestly. His name was Umar. He's no longer with us. He's actually moved over to Thailand. Still talk with him. He still follows me on social media and says hello every so often. But he was a friend of Hamza. And then the way that we have progressed in finding more team members is that we've been made an agreement with one of the local universities for them to educate about some of the things it takes to build an application for Go High Level, and we've built some incentivizations there at the university and for the professors as well. And it provides us with, numerous new, hungry young developers that want to, make a change ultimately in their life, and take some opportunities available to themselves. And some of the guys here, I think, have been working for about 5 years. One or two of them have actually been with us for longer than High Levels even existed. There's a little team of people that we have in Karachi. Right now, I'm in Faisalabad. It's a couple of hours from Lahore. And yeah, the team predominantly comes from that kind of source there. Apart from that, there are friends of friends, and the developer community around where we are. I am uniquely set where I am in the world right now, so I do stick out a little bit like a sore thumb. 6 foot 2, 3, white guy running around, especially in the car. I was looking forward to actually making some videos. I went ahead and bought a water gun because I just thought it'd be fun to squirt people as we're driving around, because it'd be a better way than beeping the horn at people. But I didn't really get a chance to get to that. A lot of people had commented to me about how funny it was watching me drive in Pakistan. But there you go. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the staff, we're talking 25 or younger. Um, there's not many that are 25 plus, honestly. Some people have got families, wives, and children. And yeah, sorry,
What
I am babbling on a bit.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. You're fine. So tell me about why don't we talk about each of your team members? You mentioned that you wanted to kind of introduce them. I think that would be really cool to get to know some of the different people in the space and um, kind of hear their story.
Oh, let me go grab someone from the room. Hamza, Hamza, Hamza. Is he on a call? You on a call? You on a call with someone? Are you on a call with someone? No. I just saw Zabe on a call with someone. Mario's here. We're on live now, and yeah, he's just going to ask some questions and just talk about what we've been doing at Level Up, and when did you first start and stuff like this, basically. Right. Nothing too embarrassing, please. Yeah, no worries. Hello, Mario.
Hey, Hamza, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. So I hear that you're the rock star of Level Up Marketplace.
Yeah, if Rupert said so.
So I always like to ask a funny question. What is your favorite dessert?
I would like some molten lava, stuff like that.
Ooh,
Molten lava.
yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, molten lava cake's delicious. So how did you get started in developing?
I had started like 4 or 5 years ago, or like more. I'm not sure about it exactly. But from the very beginning, I had a passion on the IT things and all that stuff, and dev with most.
challenging thing that you can say. At the
Yeah,
very
that's
beginning,
totally
it was
fair.
like a game to me.
That's awesome. And what do you enjoy most about being a developer?
Challenges, new things. When I had to shoot my head on my desk sometimes.
What kind of apps have you been, so I know that you've been obviously working with Level Up Marketplace for some time, and you guys have built out the all the apps plugin for high level. What about that feature wise is your favorite in the all the apps?
I think in feature wise, we have
What's your favorite one?
a lot of stuff basically.
Yeah, we get asked this
Yeah.
honestly. Out of all the questions that we get asked, like this is like the most annoying, but also like most asked question of like, what's your favorite? And it's like, it depends what your problem is what I always say, to be honest with you. Like,
As a developer, if you said like the most tricky thing is I think the custom JS that we have to do with the DOM manipulation things inside GHL where we are adding some add-ons inside different areas. So that's as a developer, that's kind of a little challenging and favorite thing. But
yeah,
as a user point of view or as an agency point of view, I think Rupert would be the best person to ask this question. What's the agency likes the most?
yeah. It's a good job you say that because you're not the person who handles that part, are you?
Yeah.
So there's another guy who handles that challenging situation because neither of us want to take on that challenging situation, to be honest. I like as like a favorite tool from like agencies and people and things that I've seen. CRM Sync is always a bit of a favorite, crowd favorite of people. Like people seem to kind of get a lot of buzz out of that one.
And the app creator.
The app creator. I mean, that's for a certain group of people, I would say, like
Hmm.
not so much agencies. But the CRM sync is basically like a way that you can identify a sub account in your high level account that you're going to then always make sure that all users become contacts and then all locations become companies. So it just gives you a nice, easy way to engage with any new user that might be added to your agency because you sell a sub account and then someone's going to then add maybe 4 or 5 staff members and those 4 or 5 staff members then need to be educated or engaged with and it's a simple way of making sure that you've got a CRM to manage new users basically. So it's always been a bit of a crowd favorite, that one ultimately. I think one that's kind of like another one that people kind of like get a little hyped about, like realizing that there's a tool there for it is multiple location dashboard. And that one's kind of fun if you've got like um um 4 or 5 locations like north coffee shop, south coffee shop, west and east in a city, and you want to build a dashboard where you can find out which one's performing better, basically. And that one works also alongside with another one called headquarters location, where basically it'll take all of the contacts and other assets of those 4 locations and then put them into a central location so that you can have centralized communication across the brand, but also have individual location communication as well, basically. But again, like it's like asking like what's a favorite app of the agencies or like if I don't know if you have a particular app that you've enjoyed building more. Is there anything you think you've enjoyed building? Like, do
Uh,
we enjoy building what we do? We enjoy the result. I don't know
yeah.
if we enjoy. I don't know how much we enjoy doing it as much every day, but we seem to keep doing it.
Yeah, now there's like 600 to 700 applications at least, so it's a kind of hard questions to remember. What's the best part?
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it would be hard to even keep up with the names of the applications at that point.
Yeah.
So we have a question from YouTube from Trevor Otts, and he's asking about the logos on the wall in your studio. So are those applications that you have built or contributed to? Tell me about, like, I see a lot of
Uh,
people I know on there.
So, like, we can go through them if you like. So, Signal House is a new SMS integration that'll be launching most probably this week, if not already. I think who's it
It's the
talking about?
soft launch is they are having a soft launch on Friday basically.
Soft launch on Friday. Real estate API, that's something that we're trying to put into the marketplace at the moment. Been a lot of testing going on for a good 6 months or something, but there's been a limitation from HighLevel. But they've partnered with us to bring their API to the marketplace. Hey Levi, Raheen and Canal. I'm sure plenty of people know them. They've been friends of mine predating HighLevel's existence, and they've recently wanted to work with us on like sponsoring our snapshot competition that we're doing. And same thing with Closebot. Offline Sharks, they have a directory app. That's a guy called Nick Ponte. We've been building his directory application for him. So there are different relationships and partnerships with the different brands here. Growthable, we're launching a whole bunch of snapshot applications for them across the marketplace. GoCSM was our first partner client from Tim Sabir. From there, White Label Suite, we're working with them to bring some new actions and data enrichment capabilities for the workflow builder and interfaces. GHL Growth Tools, that's Scott Helliker. He's been a friend of mine, again, like Raheen and Canal for years prior to HighLevel even existing. We bounce off of each other. He comes at the integration marketplace at a different direction to what we do, but we complement each other quite well, I would say. My CRM Sim, we've been working with them to bring their new V2 model to the market. Maybe Tech, we've been working with them for about a year and a half now. They're an AI software company, and Wallet Campaigns is a product of the Level Up marketplace and all of the apps. And that is technology that I've been working with and in for at least 8 or 10 years, which is wallet passes, where you can distribute things like coupons, loyalty cards, and business cards, and memberships, and things of that kind of nature. And it's a bit of a shame, but the Wallet Campaign team, which is the Karachi office, they were all about to fly up, and they would have been landing or in the office, funny enough, about now. They were planning on coming, but we said to them yesterday, I said to them today to not bother due to the climate of the country at the moment. Karachi is a little bit more safe, we'll say, around conversations of missiles and stuff.
Yeah.
So we just thought there's no point in putting them in harm's way, but also airport travel would get shut down, or public transport is shut down at the moment. So I don't want to get them stranded up here away from their families and loved ones as well, basically. And then, I think there's some other people and stuff. There's some other people, I think, in the big room over there. But for the most, that's, I think, everybody. So they're partners and apps that we brought to the marketplace, and we ask people their permission, obviously, if we can put their logo up here and do all this fun stuff, because the plan was we were going to be doing quite a lot of videos and live streams and demonstration videos of applications up until about the 23rd of May, when I'll be leaving to Australia. I have my little studio in the UK, but funny enough, I destroyed my studio in the UK just before coming here, because we have some staff in the UK, and I took all my lights, my monitors, and all my stuff, and I gave it to all the people there. So by the time I get back to the UK, I've now got to rebuild another studio after building this studio, but not doing anything with the studio. This is the only thing that we've done with the studio, in fact, and you can tell it's not even finished, because this part here, we're meant to put some of our merch and our t-shirts and things, and our award boxes, like you can see here. We have these awards that we give out to people. So if you download a certain amount of apps, you'll get one of these sent to you. And then, some of these other awards are our snapshot competition. And then that's the award we got from Sean and everybody for revenue generation app stuff.
So tell me about the award you won from HighLevel. That I believe it was that award, right? You're the only, aren't you the only award-winning developers in HighLevel currently?
No, so there are other award-winning developers, but there are only 7 developer partners in the world. And Scott Helliker from Growth Tools, he is one. I'm going to embarrass myself here and trying to remember all of them. Sergio, he's one of them. Quinton Newman, he's one of them. I can't remember Sergio's last name. I'm sure you know Sergio Mario, if you want to give him a shout out
Yeah.
for me. And Ezekiel from GHL Plugins or Vormi, depending on which word you want to go for name for him. Jacob Radcliffe, and one other person, but I don't really see them turn up to our bi-weekly calls. So just like quickly as like what is a developer partner? We're chosen by some of the key engineers and developers or product managers at HighLevel for our skills, for our for what we deliver to HighLevel. For consultation, we have consultation with HighLevel every 2 weeks regarding new things coming down the pipeline, and also how do we make the marketplace better for solutions library. I like to call it a solutions library because the only reason you're going there is to go find a solution to a problem that you've got. And yeah, the award that we got is highest revenue generator, which basically means that this is like me doing bloody talks now, but apps are there to generate you profit, right? Like how you have the SMS and the email features. The more you use them, the more profit you can make from them. Some of them are like the WordPress features or maybe the EX features we talk about in Go HighLevel, where you're able to have a subscription-based model and you're basically selling something for 10 for 50 and you're making 40 basically. But our apps have made more money basically for agencies than anyone else. But in that conversation, it also means that we've made more money than any other developer as well. But I don't really like to get into that part of the conversation. It's more of the solutions that we provide more than the money we generate more than anything, what we get measured on. So yeah, that's what the award is for. But I'm not sure if they're going to change the award system next year. I hope they do. There are plenty more other types of awards that they could bring to the marketplace. I don't think developer awards are the best word for them. I think we could have snapshot marketplace awards. I think there's also things like widgets, where we can more categorize down. There are big global ones like who's got the most installs, who's got the most revenue generated, who's been the most active developer. But yeah, that's kind of like the awards, the developer partners, and how it all works. Basically, you don't have to be a developer partner to get an award. Just to clarify, we're just the only developer partner that has won an award. I expect and hope that other developer partners do earn awards as well. Honestly, it is fun, obviously being the only one, but it would be cooler to have friends as well.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So I have another question from Trevor Otts, and that is, how has AI enhanced or influenced your development?
You want to take that one?
Yeah. In the development conversations, mostly we don't use much AI kind of things for the development, but it helps a lot with logics and speed the things up a bit. But if we go with the solutions library, we are going to provide a massive update with the AI features in our all the apps app, where you can just co-pilot everything. Basically everything will be handled from AI, and all the integration will be automatically handled. You can just chat with the AI and he will do each and everything in different platforms basically. So that's I think amazing upcoming feature that will be adding in the all the apps.
And what about, but how have you used AI to enhance your development? Like, how have you been using AI?
We haven't used it as much as I think a lot of people would like to think that, people like ourselves would go with utilizing it, honestly. I mean, I see a lot of other people trying to trick themselves out, but we, when Sean first got in touch with us, about there will be a marketplace, right? And that was a conversation within the first year of HighLevel existing, okay? We were training on projects that were always going to fail, and Hamza had no idea, honestly, why I was making us do these things. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you are talking about like 2, 3 years ago
Yeah, like hooks
from
and all
now.
hooks and all those kind of crap
Yeah.
things. And we built a structure of like how are we going to be able to take to the marketplace quite quickly. And we haven't really decided on how we want to basically use AI in our development process, apart from we look at checking what we're doing is correct. We look at it as more of a spell checker, I would say, if we're going to really refer to it as some silly way of like
Yeah.
how would we
It
use
helps
it?
a bit in
Like we
like
don't really give it access
hmm.
to our structures and kind of like ask for it to like build out any applications. We do everything ourselves. But once we run into a problem, we'll ask GPT and a handful of other resources, DeepSeek and other stuff like I will walk around the office and there are numerous people constantly on it, most of the time of the day checking on some stuff.
The only thing that AI is replaced, I think, is it's replaced the Stack Overflow with ChatGPT. So it's just the research process is a lot more faster and efficient. Basically, like we didn't have to search a lot of websites for the solution if we got stuck or any of the developer got stuck in anything. So it's just the AI do all that for us.
That's awesome. So another question, people want to know about the unlimited apps. So I just installed the unlimited apps on my account. I know I'm a little bit behind on doing that. I noticed that you have a couple pricing tiers and quite a few features. So why don't we talk about that component?
So, let's talk about pricing first. That's the most interesting thing to kind of get into. Um, in this week, it is part of one of the 5 reasons I came to Pakistan for the last 2 months, or last month and a bit. Um, but um, the marketplace is going to change ultimately, and we've always wanted to provide everything we provided so far has been for free. There is like some small bits that people can ultimately pay for some upgrades. And those things are going to change, and they are meant to be changing before I leave in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Everything about HighLevel is about generating more revenue as an agency, and that's what the apps are all about. And we don't want to put paywalls in front of applications. Like we don't want to say like an app is like $10 and then you can sell it for $30 and you can make $20 profit. We want to give you apps where it's free. You install it, and now the more your client ends up using it or you end up using it, that's how much you're basically going to end up paying for it. And, on the conversation of agency to sub account, it's about generating profit. So, if we're saying it's going to cost $1, you're going to sell it for $2. And, I'm just using quick numbers here, but if you had 10,000 contacts and we're talking about, there are different scenarios and use cases here, but if we just talk about like workflow actions and triggers, that's one that's quite popular and people understand that. It's very much like a Zapier or Make or Pabbly conversation of you will generate that $10,000 from $1 to $2 multiplied by 10,000 contacts, and in that as well, you will run multiple actions just like how you do with the Zapier flow to generate as much profit, and it turns you into your own Zapier in some conversation. Another interesting fact, it hasn't really had the time to get out there in the marketing from HighLevel yet because it's a bit of a surprise feature, but I feel like now's a better time than any to mention it. But we put a lot of traffic through the actions and triggers and other numerous areas of the marketplace. And HighLevel has recognized that they want to go full in onto the direction of challenging things like Zapier, Make, Pabbly, and so on and so forth. So, most premium actions and triggers, they have a 1 cent charge. Everything that we provide from the Level Up marketplace doesn't have that 1 cent charge. We charge a tenth of a penny, which is the same price that I think Make charges for their standard stuff, basically. So by default, it's 10 times cheaper. And also, HighLevel now sends us that revenue instead of HighLevel keeping the 1 cent for themselves, and they take a percentage of what we're generating off of the marketplace. And they're doing that with us and 10 other key leaders in the marketplace. So, they can see, is this a new revenue stream that they want to take and a direction that they want to take to the marketplace? Which, I hope they do, because I see it definitely being a better future for the marketplace and all integrations and all agencies alike. To be able to have numerous capabilities, and the 1 cent fee was a early capability for some of the premium features that HighLevel delivered directly themselves by default. It wasn't an application yet to install to be able to gain access to certain features. So our pricing is free. That's what we've been promoting recently. It will be changing. There is a $127 and a $300 capability where you can gain access to more of the same features. So on the free level, you're going to have like 3 buttons. On the $300 version, you have unlimited buttons, just as an example, ultimately. But any agency can get started with what we provide as all the apps for free, and we'll get instant results of different problems that you face when becoming an agency or already a pre-existing agency. That's kind of going through your growth steps. Like, as agencies, I'm sure, Mario, you can have something to say about this, where you have milestones in your growth as an agency, and at different milestones you're going to face a different new challenge in the next milestone, and that could be more staffing or newer systems or new tools for you to be able to provide to get ahead, basically. And I feel like at all of the apps we provide pretty much all of those capabilities. Would you like me to share my screen and to show you some of these features?
I was actually going to do that next, but I wanted to really quickly give a shout out to Michael Pachito from Canada, who just donated, which just wanted to say thank you to Michael for donating. So thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I wanted to do, this is for everyone. Rupert, if you could just scroll down a hair, the QR code is just slightly chopped off. If it'll let you. It's fine. But yeah, so okay, it shows when my Zoom bar disappears, so that's fine. Yeah, just wanted to give everyone a chance to donate this. These funds are going directly to Rupert's team and those that have been impacted in Pakistan from the recent tragedy that occurred yesterday. And any hopefully nothing happens in the future, but in the event it does, obviously it's going to go towards supporting everyone affected. So just to recap for those people who just joined us recently, we're here with Rupert Samuel live from Pakistan, where he and his team are essentially not hiding out, but staying safe in their office. So they're all hard at work. And one of the funny
a very well lit office.
Yeah, the very well lit office. There's no shortage of light in that office for sure. But one of the things that I just want to quickly touch on that Rupert said earlier that I believe is very important is when he called me this morning and we were talking, the first thing out of his mouth was, my goal is to make sure that my team is safe and help to get them to a safe place. And there was no mention of me or I or whether or not Rupert is safe, being the only 6'5" white guy in Pakistan. But I thought it was really amazing, just from a leadership standpoint, to hear someone say that their only focus is their team and their families, and really just behaving selflessly. And that's for those of you who know Rupert, that's very typical of him. He's not very good at thinking of himself or getting the right amount of sleep. Joke, joke, Rupert, you do need to get some sleep. But another thing that I thought was really interesting is that he was talking about, we don't really have anything to do but develop apps. So we're just going to build apps while we're hanging out in our office, which is, true developer style. But Rupert, we have a couple questions that have come in here, and then we can get to screen sharing. Tell us about the real estate integration and the are you planning on integrating platforms like KV Core and Lion and some of these other Lion Desk and some of these other real estate platforms, or what are you guys looking to do in terms of real estate?
Send us a request, we can build it. Like if you got requests right now, if anyone wants to take note of the requests for us, please, make a note, send it to me on a DM. Go fill in a form on a website. There are many ways to kind of like get in touch about that kind of stuff. The nicest thing you can do is honestly send us a Loom video telling us how and what you're kind of thinking of how this will provide a solution to you, or like what's the problem, so we can think of how to deliver the solution. But we have a Zillow integration that we made, funny enough, for a guy. I don't know if you know him. He calls himself the Funnel Doc. He's actually taller than me, which is there's not. I'm not saying I'm tall, but I mean like that guy's freaking tall. And we did that back in January. He has it as a personal integration for himself at the moment because, again, we were missing some key features from HighLevel to be able to make rebilling capabilities, and those APIs do cost us money. So if I just let them out into the wild, I might end up with $100,000 bill that I got to pay, and nobody's paying for the integration. So I mean, we're quite charitable with our apps and stuff, but we're not that charitable. To be honest with you, we're not charitable. Quite looking. We want mass adoption. That's what I'm always kind of like saying. Like the more adoption to it, the better it is. And like you look at HighLevel, like when I always use this example, but I mean, when they launched their review responding AI feature, which is a year and a bit ago, a year and a bit ago, and that was just like one of the first AI features that was kind of coming out. It was free for everybody to do, but you had to do it manually. And then they launched it for about $30 for fully automatic once they made sure that they got the kinks and it was working properly for everybody. And we will turn on more billing capabilities the longer we go down this road ultimately, but it will be appropriate based off of feedback and communications from agencies on how and what and where, what kind of features they think they should be built on in a certain way. Some of it can be subscriptional, some of it can be usage based. Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. So why don't you go ahead and share your screen and kind of walk us through different facets of the application.
I didn't really answer that question about the real estate. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent a little bit, didn't I? But the is Zishan in the office?
Oh yeah.
Go see if Zishan can get it up on his screen on the new update that he was showing me last night, and we may as well show it and see what's happening. And Mario, can you send me the link for the Zoom, and I'll get one of the other guys to join. Hamza, if you want to just make sure he's mic'd up properly just beforehand, like get one of the headsets for me, and you help him. He's not always the most chatty of people.
Just send it to you on Facebook.
Yeah. I'll just shoot that into our group. Chat.
And another question is, do you have any N8N support inside of the all the app subscription?
Say again, sorry.
Do you have any support for N8N in the all the apps subscription?
No, would be the short answer of that one. Like N8N, I'm not sure how you would want us to support that. Would be a better follow-up question to that. Like N8N is quite robust in a lot of different other ways. And I mean, if we all know what GHL is like, and I'm just, like, I can't control what Go High Level does. Okay. I can only control what we can implement as apps onto the marketplace. But the conversation of like Zapier versus Workflow Builder and maybe Zapier at Make versus N8N, and then how does that maybe translate into Go High Level also versus it? They're different at the end of the day. They're always going to be different. Okay. But High Level is trying to make a scenario where you can have a rebilling capability to earn profit from the amount of traffic. Say again?
You send me the link?
I sent it in the WhatsApp, the big WhatsApp. Um, N8N and the workflow builder from High Level are similar. There are differences ultimately, but the key component to remember about why to use the High Level workflow builder is that it is going to generate profit from the quantity of traffic going through it. And I don't think, I mean, I know you're a professional user of N8N, Mario, but I don't think that that's particularly a feature that is made for N8N. It's more of you can host on your own server and you don't have to think about costs as much like you would with things like Zapier being way overpriced at the end of the day.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, that totally answers the question. I'm admitting Zishan right now. So Zishan should be in right now.
Bet Zishan's going to be worried about coming on. He's he'll definitely be like, why am I the first? Why am I the first person?
Hey, Zishan, can you hear us?
Where is he? There he is, next to Ali. So you see Hamza there in the checkered in the middle.
Yep.
It's kind of fun this. I can kind of like just click this button and bang, straight into the other room. It's a fun little thing. The guys were all quite worried. They were like, why are you putting cameras in here? What is going on? Why? They were worried I was going to be spying on them or something. I was like, no, I've got plenty of other things to be doing. I'm not going to be spying on you. Hey, Zishan. Do you want to share your screen, Zishan, share the real estate UI capabilities that we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah, technically.
So what you're seeing here is basically a very detailed search capability where you can get back a lot of different houses. But within inside of that housing, you're also going to find out information of potentially the agent who's selling the house, but also things like bedrooms and bathrooms and whether or not it's needed for them to have a new roof maybe installed, like when was the last time the roof was repaired to some extent is an interesting parameter because that works pretty well with a lot of solar salesmen and agencies. That's something we found out recently that will do. But ultimately you find one of these properties and we're going to take the details of the property and push it over into custom objects. And that'll then be related to the contact, either who is the owner and or the agent who is selling the property. Now, obviously, Zishan is, as you can tell, going through and testing and updating and doing some things here. So I don't know if he's going to be able to give a full demonstration of something working, but at least you can see the different interfaces here on how and what's going to be available. So this will sit either in like a custom menu link is the most easiest way to kind of describe it, long story short. And there are other cool features that come with this. So this is the custom page. You also have actions in the workflow builder. So, all of this capability of saying, like, in the workflow builder, I would like to search for a house with this zip code with, minimum, maximum bathrooms. It will again give you back the data in the workflow builder. And then also we've made a small widget capability here, Zishan. Yeah. And the widget capability is kind of like, think of a lead generation feature, Mario, where you add this little search, like the little search bar that you can see there. And contacts can go to your website, fill in, I'm looking for a property within this area. They can then select a property or more than one property and save it as a favorite on their website. And from there, they click submit. That data then triggers a workflow, and from there, you can follow up with that lead about the properties that they're interested in purchasing, basically.
That's amazing. And so this really kind of enhances the real estate component. Essentially, is what that you'll be able to really empower commercial and residential real estate agents with some different tools. So that's really cool. I appreciate you sharing that demo.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's worthwhile sharing what it looks like and things like this. I mean, it's been a conversation of, it's on the whiteboard. I know you can't see the whiteboard here in the but pretty much on the right-hand side of the camera, there's a big whiteboard there, and there's one basically behind where the whiteboard is, ultimately. Yeah, there you go. Here, do you want to stop sharing your screen now, Zishan? I think they've seen everything. Thank you.
Yep, I just booted him.
Do you want to ask Zishan any questions? He's a little bit shy, but if you want to ask him anything, he's been working for Level Up Marketplace now for maybe a year or a bit more, I think, off the top of my head.
Very cool. Got a couple people that are sharing this, so just want to give a shout out to Trevor Otts for sharing this feed and for everyone who has donated so far. So thank you to all of you, and really appreciate it again here with Rupert Samuel from Level Up Marketplace while he's in Pakistan and currently hiding out in the office. Well, not hiding out, but hanging out in the office with his team. They've been up for quite a many hours just with everything that's going on. So really amazing work that they're doing there. Pretty cool that they're still developing apps. Even though they've got a lot going on, they're basically just hang out and be productive, right? So why don't
once we have some more clarification on what is maybe the best thing to do, like we're in preparation mode, if you know what I'm saying, and everybody was getting a little bit worried yesterday, I think, at a certain point. So I thought it'd be best to just kind of jump into the thing that we do best and trying to put some challenges in front of us and some solutions that we could solve and some things. I don't know if Hamza is currently working on a pretty interesting one that Don chap I mentioned earlier was mentioning, but I think that one's going to be quite interesting to talk and show about later.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, so tell me about what it looks like to work with Level Up Marketplace. I know that, I get hundreds of requests every month from people to help them build apps, and I always send them to you which I partially feel bad for because most of them, never pan out to anything. But tell me about, what that relationship looks like. I know, in talking to Tim Sabir and Gary Capps and some of these other people that have partnered up with you, they really enjoy working with you. But from your side, what does that relationship look like? And what is the best fit for Level Up Marketplace?
So there are different types of people that come. We have 4 services. One of them's consultation, which I'm not most probably going to carry on doing, to be honest with you. The other one is called Priority Apps. This is for an agency who's like, hey, I need this integration. I need this payment gateway. I need this widget. I need this thing. This thing's pissing me off and I need to fix it. And I want it in 30 days or less. And that's what we do. And we charge anything honestly from 1,000 to 5,000 based around the parameters of what it is and the scope of the work that you're looking to do. And with that, we put you in a Slack, we put you on a project manager, we put you with your developer, and we work through all the way until we get you that solution basically done. Some priority apps will always take longer than 30 days, but there are, I would say a 85% plus situation of where we get it done in 30 days or less. After that, there's the agency. I can't remember what we call this one. We don't do much business with this one, but it's a agency customization, basically, where we'll work with your agency for a 3 or 6 month contract. And it's basically like your agency works on a particular niche, most probably, and you want your agency to be customized and look in a certain way, have certain tools in certain areas, and you really want to home in on making it your SaaS, okay? And you want developers to come in and make it look different, style it different, add all the different integrations where it needs to be, so it is no longer really recognizable as a go high level situation, long story short. And then there's partnerships, and partnerships are, hi, I've got an idea. I would like to sell this idea on the marketplace. Do you think it's a good idea? Or has someone else already done it? And what's the roadmap or the plan look like for me to start selling on the marketplace? And those are really interesting ones because that gives us an opportunity to bring other people's ideas to life. But not only that, it also gives us a chance to make sure that people understand that HighLevel is one of many areas that you could look at potentially to implement your software solution. It should be the first, arguably. I mean, there are other people such as Closebot as an example. If I was going to bring out one, they first brought out their integration on HighLevel, and now they are looking at other CRMs to bring their integrations to. And we do the same, with Maybe Tech. There's a standalone, there's a GHL version, there's a Zapier app, there's a Make app. All for that one brand that we've done. Partnerships are, a 1-year contract conversation. It also works into a bit of marketing, because we've had some success, obviously, with the marketplace being adopted very early. The first day that the marketplace launched back in 2023, October, the summit, about 80+% of all the apps on the marketplace were built by us. So we were there. It was kind of funny for me. I thought, oh, maybe I might have made the wrong move here, but I was there 2023, had my booth. I had Zapier thing here, Make thing here. I had a whole bunch of different stuff because there was no idea what is going to resonate with the agencies. And I tried to I brought Scott alongside as well because he's got GHL growth tools and we wanted to, highlight him as well. I was there talking about apps, and Sean and Varun and Robin hadn't even announced them yet in the main stage when they do their big annual update, So we had to wait until the next day when they did their big announcement, so that people may have understood what they were talking about. And obviously they go quite fast. I don't know if we all listen to Sean, but he does either take a lot of Red Bull or God knows what, because he talks very quick. And when he goes through the new features on stage, he again goes very, very quick. We were always prepared for the marketplace. Like I was saying earlier, we challenged ourselves to interpret what would Varun and Sean do as a marketplace for HighLevel. And, we obviously had some conversations leading into it and beforehand so that we could prepare ourselves for that. But we never wanted to announce what we were and who we were until there was an actual ecosystem for monetization for all parties involved. And that's what the marketplace is. It's monetization for me as the developer, monetization for you as the agency, and predominantly for the sub-account level users, it's solutions to the problems that you may have on HighLevel. And this isn't really a conversation of like, oh, HighLevel's got loads of bugs, got loads of problems, and all this kind of stuff. But there are just like really granular capabilities that could be built into an application like the real estate API, for example, that HighLevel never is going to invest into granular niche capabilities, we could call it. They have maybe with some areas, but they are trying to keep it broad so that they can be approached by as many small to medium businesses as possible, ultimately. And to give those businesses the best chance and the best retention, like apps do build in a higher retention rate with your sub account clients, then that's the opportunity ultimately. Sorry, I go off on tangents because one thing leads into another thing, so I'm not even sure where I started there on that one, Mario, I'll be honest.
No, you're totally fine, brother. So yeah, I mean, we've covered a lot of different topics today. We're at about an hour and 15 minutes. So what would what kind of topics would you like to cover? Is there anything that you wanted to highlight or bring up? And we'll go from there.
I mean, I just want to remind everybody that like this live was a bit of an emergency, quote unquote emergency live per se. And the reason we're just trying to like, I don't want, like, I'm happy to talk about as much of Level Up Marketplace as possible and make sure people are aware of it, and if you have questions I want to answer them, but the idea of this is we are just saying we have done a lot for HighLevel. There's a bit of an emergency ultimately happening with the world at the moment with stuff, and we have a donate link if you'd like to donate towards this donation stuff. I just want to remind everybody, it is for money that we will use to either move people to safety, away from stuff if things do kick off. There are conversations of things getting heated tonight, funny enough, and our city is on that list of places. So we've got to keep our eyes open. We are staying in the office because I think it is safer than maybe some of the other areas in the city. But we have enough money, I would say, to get all the staff, but all the staff and their families, and people over here have large families, I'll be honest with you. It would be good to be able to get as many people to a safer area as possible. And we've got to talk about, obviously, how long does that look like, and accommodation, and resources around food and water, and situations of that nature, like trying to prepare for the future. And fingers crossed, guys, nothing goes wrong and everybody calms down, and there are some jokes here, but only some people will understand this. Everybody will have some fantastic tea, and from there, we don't have to worry about this. And obviously there has been damage on both sides, and any funds that we receive, we will be sending them to help anybody who has been affected in this in this, I don't want to use the word war, honestly. In this, in these attacks on either side, whichever way you want to go about it. Okay. Um, and yeah, like I'm happy to introduce people if people have certain apps they're interested in or something like that. I'm happy to bring people to come and talk to you. I think Zabe would be an interesting person you might want to talk to. He's been working with us now for nearly 2 years. He leads our VIP or our partner client pool and their development, and he has his own team of about 6 or 7 people here in that room.
Yeah,
um,
please.
where he helps to make sure that client requests are met. And we've had some really great success recently with one particular one that's like another reason why I'm here, which is Signal House, which is the SMS new provider. They're cheaper than Twilio and Lead Connector. They have a 48-hour turnaround on A2P, automatic capabilities regarding how to get your A2P sorted out. They've got more worldwide capabilities on SMS, and it's just, again, like, more problems means more solutions that we can provide everybody. And Zave's done an amazing job with all of that, to the point where the client has sent us a bonus for it, and also wanted themselves to be in a video where they just want to give us a good testimonial about everything, because there was a lot there was a lot we did, and then we did it all in 30 days because the client challenged us to do that. Because I'm sure every agency here is listening. If you ever ask the question, when do you want that by? They all say ASAP. So, although you may be dealing with potentially a restaurant or a gym or who knows what on a build out for a sub account, even here on the conversation of app building, it's the same situation. And you agencies as well always come at us with, yeah, I'd like that yesterday, please. So, they're very happy with the work that he's done and everything. But yeah,
That's amazing.
the donation stuff, it's been quite quick and tried quickly to get it together. We will be giving an update and sharing where have we sent people's funds, and we will making sure that people are content with how we would have utilized these things. The main scenario around it is we want to get our company, our staff, our families in connection to safety, and then anything and everything else. If we do need to go down that route and things do get a lot more heated by Friday, Monday, I'm expecting to kind of like have some idea of where we're going to be. I feel just based off all the conversations and things, but yeah, any funds that if we don't need to do that, like I said, people have already been affected, and we'll use those funds to go towards those people on both sides of the border, ultimately, because we're not trying to split hairs over the reasons of why. It's just more about helping those who had an unfortunate situation or were at the wrong place at the wrong time, potentially. However we want to talk about it, long story short. But yeah, I can get Zabe if you'd like to talk with Zabe. We can talk about VIP clients and or VIP, partner clients. We have different words than VIPs and partners, basically. But would you like to talk with Zabe for a bit?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So talk about these partner clients, something like that. What does it take? Your hair looks fine. Come in. He's looking in the mirror, trying to make sure that his hair looks good for the camera.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. So, Rupert, I'm actually going to make you host. I have a coaching call coming up, so I just made you host, so that should allow you to continue the Zoom. If you want to just check that and make sure it's all good, and then I will let you and Zaib get to it.
Fantastic. How do I check phone, please? Oh, I can do that. So that tells me, yeah.
Yep, you should be good.
Cool, fantastic. Are you leaving now, or do you want to ask questions to Zaid, or do you want me to take on that part? Sorry, we will be going, for anybody who's watching, we are going to be going for basically as long as the internet will allow us to go in some conversation. So, you know, we want to show people, we'll introduce people. Yeah, there isn't really much else to do in some sense, apart from building apps and doing this, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and I gotta jump because I have that coaching call, but go ahead and you'll be good to stay open. And if you run into any issues, just hit me up on Facebook and I'll jump back in and make sure you guys get squared away.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for this, Mario. It's been great working with you and helping out on this situation, and we're very grateful.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Good to talk to you. See you guys soon.
See ya.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, how long have you been working at Level Marketplace?
It's a 2 year.
2 years.
Yeah.
And in those 2 years, what clients have
I
you?
have managed multiple clients like the Mabitech. I did start from the Mabitech, and in during the time I have managed the multiple apps on the level of marketplace as well, and the HighLevel Signal House and directory app and the other stuff as well in the level of marketplace.
So is there any particular client that we're not going to say is your favorite that is your favorite? Or any particular app that you've enjoyed working on more than a different one?
Yeah, from the start, it's a Mabitech. That's my favorite, and I really enjoyed working on the Mabitech because it's AI stuff, almost AI stuff in that application basically, and we are using APIs for creating automation things and the chat for the GHL marketplace and so on stuff with the AI.
So what's your opinions of the Go High Level Marketplace? What do you think is the future of it, and have you enjoyed
Yeah,
HighLevel?
HighLevel have a bright future at the moment, and really enjoyed, and most of things I have learned here from the GHL and for the GHL, and yeah, it's a growing thing basically.
So who over the 2 years, I know that the team has kind of changed, and also you weren't team leader when you first started.
Yeah.
But would you like to tell people about your journey from like when you first started, like the first day? I mean, just to say, but from the first day, oh, it looks like someone's trying to join the call. I don't know who this is, but we'll let them in. But from the first day when Zabe started working here and everything, he definitely impressed us in the first week. And from that point there, I bought him some special updates on his desk and software, and everybody in the room was going, why Zabe? Why does Zabe get the cool monitor? Why does Zabe get the cool chair? Why does Zabe get the cool stuff?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I just joined the office and I got the extra LCD and the cool chair to sit work in a pace way, basically.
But yeah, what's your journey been like? So you started as like senior developer role, obviously. You had like working with Go CSM at the start and Mabitech. Went straight into Mabitech predominantly from after the CSM.
Just started basically kick-started with the Mabitech, and during the process, I just started with the Go CSM as well, handling, and after that, the directory and the new clients coming up and managing them.
And how's your team developed since then? And what have you learned, would you say, about team development?
Yeah, learning a lot of things, basically managing the
if you become a team leader, you should know everything, basically the big picture that you explain your team members, and all the things that you have in mind must be mind in your team as well. And you can say, uh, yeah, so many things.
So I'm going to go and grab another one of the guys,
Yeah.
and we'll go and see what apps they like to talk about. But do you want to just talk for a minute about your favorite apps and what they do, and give a little bit more of a scenario, like maybe some of the level, all the apps, or we can talk about one of the client apps. I'll let you talk for a minute, and I'll go and grab
Yeah, sure.
someone else from the room.
Yeah.
I'll go get Zen. Zen's not a developer.
Yeah, it's a manager.
He's a manager.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. I have just started with the Maybe Tech, and it's a AI application for the GHL and standalone as well. And apart from these, I have managing the AI stuff for the Level Up marketplace as well, and we are integrating the stuff like AI agents and automation things for the GHL actions and workflows and so on things. And all the Level Up marketplace information we can get from the chat with the AI, and we can run the automation things with the AI stuff, and we are working on that things basically at the moment. Rupert is finding another guy to come here. Who's coming?
Be quiet.
Yeah.
You're not sure what to talk about for a
Yeah,
second.
I talked something, and waiting for the next guy.
I was wondering, I could see you in the other room, and I was thinking like, I wonder what he's talking about right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zabe's been an amazing team member, everybody, for Level Up Marketplace. I'm sure quite a few of you are watching this. If you work with us, you would have heard his name, especially if you're a VIP client or partner client. Yeah, this is Zabe.
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy with horrible hair. Anyway, do you want to bring in Youssef? Zen wasn't available.
No.
We're very bad at these intros and outros. It was all very well scripted. Here, come on. So earlier today we were talking.
Yeah, hello.
So this is Youssef, okay? Youssef does a really, really horrible job here at the Level Up Marketplace. You want to make sure your microphone's off on your thing. And his job is basically to do the JS scripting of applications. Now, his whole job is the job that me and Hamza were talking about earlier, where we were like, yeah, we don't want to do that job. Okay, so Youssef does that job that we don't want to do, basically. Now, are you sharing your screen?
Yeah.
So Youssef's going to give us a quick demonstration of one of his main big applications that he works on, which is predominantly around customization of what your Go High Level wants to look like. His High Level account, or when he's looking at High Level, it always looks absolutely insane. It does. It never, ever, ever looks the same, and it is always looking absolutely mental. He adds crazy amount of things to everything you can see inside of here. So Youssef, do you want to just go ahead and just go what you can
Alright.
do?
Basically, I'm making the complete live customization for the GHL. So from here, the user can edit the GHL according to his need by live, by changing everything there by in live. Like I'm changing the name of any of the menu item and the color as well. That's shown in the screen. You see?
Yeah. So you can change things. So you can change things in live mode. So you can literally click on these little icons that you can see everywhere. You can go ahead and change the color of buttons. You can go ahead and change the typography of it. You go change the backgrounds. You go ahead and change the wording, as you can see here. And then you can go ahead, click save, and then it's done. Nice and simple customization capabilities. Now there are loads of other customized capabilities as well, like buttons that you can add, and they're from the navigation tools.
Yeah, like this button that's shown there, I will add it from the script as well. Here, the spot tickets will be appear, and there are a lot of different things as well.
So where can we put buttons?
From all the apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of buttons? Can we put them on the side, on the bottom, on the top, on the navigation?
And almost everywhere in the GSL, you can add the different button on the side nav, on the sidebar, on the top navigation, on the bottom as well.
Fantastic. So yeah, I mean, Youssef works on this stuff all the time. There's also been some. Oh, I tell you one of my favorite ones. I'm not sure if actually you can show this because I'm not sure if you have it live. But you know the ChatGPT one for the conversations.
Let me check. Let me check it.
If not, let's just show the conversations and we can talk about that one. This is a really useful one. And I have to say, it's like if there was ever like a fun, cool little script that I enjoy knowing that this exists, this would be one of them. So you can see here, funny enough, inside of the conversation provider situation, all of those conversation providers that we have here ultimately. So what you're seeing here, just wait 1 second, is Youssef is going to go ahead and type, "Hey, how are you?" here as like a text message that he wants to send out to people. And then on the agency level, there's a little area where we can add some prompts, and we're going to move this as well into the location level as well. And you can basically go ahead and now alter the type in text by clicking this little icon. So take it away.
Yeah, but click on this little icon. You can change the tone, simplify the text as well. And also, the main feature is to change the language as well. So the language that we will configure from all the apps on the agency level, you can change in all of the language. Like I will add something in English, I will change it in another language as well.
So let's see an example.
Let me check it. Oh, sorry.
We've got an API key in this one.
Yeah.
Sorry. I knew there was going to be something that wasn't going to be working. So we're not really prepared today to be doing live demonstrations. But I tell you a really great use case of this, okay, is let's say that you receive a text message in Spanish, okay? So you can see that text message just above comes in Spanish, okay? And what you want to do is go, I can't read that, but I want to read it in English. So you then translate the actual message into English, and then you go down and you want to write them back, but they're writing to you in Spanish. So you write out a message in English, and then again you click the little icon that we saw before, and then you can transfer that into Spanish. So you can have a multi-bilingual conversation with anybody and everywhere, ultimately just going through the web interface here on Go High Level. And all you got to do is just add in a ChatGPT API key, and off you go. Long story short, excuse me for yawning. So yeah, there's loads and loads and loads and loads of areas. I mean, I'd find it interesting and challenging to know where people would want to have things added into the area of High Level. I don't know if anybody is leaving comments, or that's one thing I forgot to ask Mario about prior to this. But if you do have any questions, I do have my mobile here. I'm actually going to go and oh no, I don't have my mobile. It is now dead. What I do have is my Facebook. I'm sure some of you will know where I am on Facebook. If you want to send me a little DM over Facebook regarding any questions about anything, happily answer any questions. I'm just going to open up my Facebook so I can check out any of the DMs from people. Just give me 1 second so I can get there. Here we go. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, obviously just go ahead, shoot us a quick message, and I will then answer them as fast as I can for everyone. Okay. Let's move this over here. So, just to remind everybody, if you'd like to donate, here's a QR code. You can scan this from your mobile device, donate whatever you like to. I think I've gone over this if you've just joined, but, we're just looking to take on some donations. If anyone wants to donate to what's going on here in Pakistan, we are looking just to make sure that we get all of the Level Up Marketplace staff to safety if things do escalate further. The tone is that things are going to be escalating further. Just to say, I am more than sure that I am going to be fine with my passport and everything. But things can change. But more than sure we can take care of everybody. But please get involved if you want to support what we do and the people that do it, and make sure that we're all safe at the end of the day. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to share, Youssef, about any other apps that you've made? Just trying to think off the top of my head. You got the customizer. Anything else? You got the buttons. Got the
Yeah, I will
navigation.
do anything that Rupert want and my clients want, the Ruperts. So we will add anything in the GHL, like some menus and everything that they want.
So yeah, very hungry to go ahead and do
Yeah.
upgrades for people and everything.
Yeah.
But how long have you been working for the Level Up Marketplace?
Almost 1.5 years.
1.5 years. Fantastic. And have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
This is where he has to say yes, because I'm asking him basically. But have you honestly enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, see, my work is so crazy. I enjoy it very much.
I challenged him the other day because we want to make things better, and I'm quite pleasantly surprised, honestly, with the updates and capabilities that he was able to do with what we've been able to now create for the customizer. And I think that is definitely going to go into another crazy level of things. One area that we haven't really done, and I'm interested in getting into it a little bit later, is the agency level of the customizer. And I also think we can make the tool so it can identify the location of what is the agency location. If we know what the agency location is, we can add special things available just to those locations. So that way, you can have more information about maybe the overall locations, overall users, and other dashboard metrics that are only needed for the agency, instead of us putting it on the agency level or the administration level of your Go HighLevel account. So yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll get someone else in the room. Do you want to just talk for a little minute to everybody and tell them any other apps or show them any other apps? I'll go and find Ali for a quick minute.
All right. Hi guys.
Don't be scared. It's just
I don't hear them.
you're not going to hear anybody. They leave comments.
All right.
Okay. You can just talk to them. Imagine someone talking to you.
All right. Yeah. So basically, that's what my job here, and I will add the customization on GHL like that, and add something like that, and whatever the our client wants. So we will add it there. All right, guys, let me go and
Go.
the other person will come.
Remove yourself from the Zoom.
All right.
Zishan forgot to do that. He did.
All right.
So our next guest is Zen. Do you want to come here, Zen?
Hi, everybody.
So, Zen, how long have you been working at the Level Up marketplace?
Like 1.5 years, I have been there. It's a long journey.
Long journey. And what's your journey been like? Tell us what's happened over the last year and a half.
There's a lot of things to explain that. Like, I have started from the super admin and just starting from the knowledge base stuff. I have done the project for you, and then after I just go like a app manager. I have done a lot of things. Like an app manager, it was a responsible job for me to handle all the devs and the graphics and support team as well. So the basics starting from the things like we start from the tickets, like when there is a client or app request, we started from the tickets. I submitted then to the developers and then add the things into the super admin, created that app, and then hand over the ticket to graphic team and the support team as well. So the developer started their job to do the application and the graphics of the applications, and the support team would do the videos for that, and then all over come alone to me, and then we just submit that into super admin.
So what are some of the steps that we take when we take an app from just an idea to it being public on the marketplace? What do those steps look like? So I'm almost testing him here, to be honest.
The first step is like I create the ticket, then I create an app on the marketplace.
So when you say create a ticket, what does the ticket look like?
Like it's a piece of paper like with 3 colors.
Yeah.
It was blue for developers, green for graphics, and yellow for the graphic team. Oh, sorry, support team. So all together we just do that for app. And
So I think this is an interesting thing that I like to point on to everybody, that we do use ClickUp. We do use technology to assist us in this stuff.
yeah,
There is nothing quite like having a physical piece of paper that mounts up on your desk in your little to-do pile that keeps you aware of what it is that you're going to accomplish and what you're trying to accomplish.
yeah. After submitting a ticket, we have to just create a task in ClickUp as well. And there are the stages in the ClickUp as well. So everybody in the ClickUp team will go according to the staging. So I just planned the things in the ClickUp as well and the tickets as well. So that's the main thing.
So once it's gone from ClickUp and is made into a ticket, it then goes to the developer, who's then got the scope of work. They
Yep.
can go ahead and start building that out. They then, after they've got the MVP of the app,
Yeah,
they'll submit a Loom video.
yeah,
The Loom video then instructs the media team to then go ahead and
create the graphics of
create
that.
the graphic and also like a Loom video on how to use the app and
Yep.
what is the app. It's Zaid's brother who does a lot of the YouTube recordings and other things of that nature.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the profiling team, which
Yes.
The profiling team is logos and descriptions and some of the finer details on the app profile that you find for the applications on Go HighLevel.
Yep.
And then afterwards, it will go to the team in Karachi. That's where we do quality assurance.
Yes,
and
get
they
to
go
where-
ahead and make sure that everything is double checked and easy peasy and ready to go. And that's kind of like the journey of an app.
Manager.
Yeah, and Zen, sorry, is viewing every single stage of an app going through those stages, and he's also got to report back to the roadmap feature we have, so that
Yes.
people know what apps are working on and what features are coming out as well. Ultimately, so yeah, quite a lot of different things, a lot of different roles here at the Level Up Marketplace.
Yep.
We're going to have 2 other developers come and join us, and then I will do a quick show and tell, I think, of some of the Level Up Marketplace, all the app's main features,
Yeah.
and things. And then I think after that we'll get some of the media team, support team, to come in and say hello. I saw Girlfriend is working on a video
Yes.
already. But Zen is here always to make sure that everybody is on point on their job, and make sure that people aren't going to have any lateness in whatever the job is that we're doing for them.
Yep.
And yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Do you want to just talk to the camera just for a minute and just say anything about what you're looking forward to for the future? What kind of things do you think we're going to be getting up into? Like, some of the new features we have.
Yeah.
Like there's a particular one that we're doing some work with China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. I can't explain that in just like sentences. For just
You tell them what you've been working on and who you've been talking to in China.
yeah.
And you don't know the full scope of that project yet, do you?
No.
No. I like to keep surprises for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep people on their toes, keeps them at least going. Some people know what's happening, but not everybody needs to know from day one, do they?
No.
No. And on this one, you don't know what's happening, do you? But yeah, tell them about what you've been doing, what you think is going to happen.
Like there is always a big picture. Rupert have already have different kind of plans. Like there is no stopping for him. Like he's doing the stuff for always the Go High Level and Level Up Marketplace. He is already doing many other things. Like he has described the thing for China. So we are making some sort of cards, NFCs, and other things that would be a surprise. And they are getting ready from China. That will be import it for Pakistan and UK as well. So then we can ship all over the world for high levels. So that would be amazing thing. The things are here. We can't explain. Like as you can see, Rupert have no stopping. He have a lot of plans. He can't describe anything. Like whenever he just start talking to me, he is thinking of another product, and he'll be like, then there is another thing. Then there is another thing, and there is no stopping. Like he didn't sleep. I don't know how he is still like that, like fresh as he is. He haven't slept for like 2 days, 2 nights. He have just a sleepover of like 2.5 hours, maybe like that, and he's still looking fresh than me. It is all I have to say that. Nothing else.
I do sleep. I just sleep with my eyes open. They don't seem to understand that is a capability, and I can do it whilst walking around talking to people as well. Okay, it's a special sense of meditation. That's what I call it.
It's like a magic.
It's like magic. It is like magic.
It happens.
It just happens. Well, Zen, thank you very much for coming to talking with us. Ali, you want to come and join us? And then we'll do Izhan afterwards. So I'm just going to join your computer in, okay? So you can share your screen. See, there you go. The room's getting looking a bit more rowdy now. They were all quite serious a little bit earlier. They knew they were on camera. See, it's more fun. They're all a bit more rowdy now, isn't it? Eh? Anyway. So you're just joining, aren't you? Zoom let you in. There we go.
Recording.
Yeah, just turn off your microphone. Yeah, and speaker. There we go. So before you start sharing your screen, let's not share any secrets too fast, okay? Because we've got some pretty cool stuff to share with you from Ishan. Sorry, Ali. Getting names mixed up. Too many names. I'm tired. So Ali, how long ago did you start working at the Level Up Marketplace?
It's almost 2 years that I have started, and I think, the developer that started the first application.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it was ManyChat application that I completed, the first one, and now we are very big. Like, we have a lot of apps.
A lot of apps. How many apps do you think you have made? This number will surprise you, I promise you.
I think it's almost around about 150 to 160. Yeah, we can say that I am contributing in a lot of apps.
He has made more apps, I promise you, than nearly anyone else. He touches onto as many apps as possible to get the MVP of the application started, the research and the development around new APIs that we have, and also the scenarios of why our clients want to use them. But Ali was definitely here on making the first app and pushing what is it going to look like to get the first processes, you would say, done, so that we had like the first 3 actions and maybe trigger for every app, and then afterwards we would go through, quality assure them, make sure they were good, make sure that the rest of the team underneath then knew about this app and this API and this documentation, and then it made other team members allowed to be able to add more actions and triggers and more capabilities to it.
Yeah.
So tell me some of the best applications you think you've worked on, some of your favorite applications.
Like, the one of the application is Stripe, and the one of the app I worked in the most, it is Simpro. Like, it is a very big app. We have a lot of triggers and actions, and a lot of clients are using it. And this is a big app that I used.
So let's share the screen. Now, I think everybody knows what actions and triggers are when we're talking about the workflow builder, but considering we're now moving into a new direction with what the apps are going to look like at the end of this week, hopefully, with some new features, we have now came up with a new way for apps to really work. So that you don't have to know how to set up workflows. You can very literally just fill in a form, click a few buttons, and then let it rip. You know, let those third-party integrations and things start working.
Yeah. So,
I'll hold it. You can do your computer.
so basically, this is the Stripe app. Like, as you can see, these are the triggers. Like, whenever this event will be occurred, so we can simply configure it. Like, let me show you. This is create customer in Stripe. So I'm going to configure it. So as you can see, this is the contact, and this is the Stripe fields that we get from the response, and we can map the data into the GHL contact basically. Like, there are a lot of fields like the description, email. So you just need to map it there. Like, basically, it is the syncing of the data from this CRM, like Stripe, from to the GHL. Like, it is sending the data whenever the customer is created in Stripe, so it will create a contact in the GHL. And as well as we have also capability of changing the direction. So we can change the direction. In this, we have a scenario like whenever a GHL contact is created, so we are able to create the contact or customer in the Stripe account. So this is the thing that we are doing. And it's not only about the contacts, we are doing a lot of things like the opportunities and the conversation and a lot of stuff in the GHL. Like, basically, we are syncing the data.
So just to recap that a little bit for you, what you're looking at is on the left-hand side are all of the GHL custom fields or essential fields like name, email, and phone number. And from here on the other side, you're going to be able to select your Stripe fields or your GHL custom fields to be able to sync that data over from one value to the other. So every time you'd have a Stripe customer created, you could let this capability here work for you, have it set up in no more than, say, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And every time that a Stripe customer is created, it will now be a customer inside of your CRM. Very, very simple, very, very easy to do. The same thing works for things like pipelines and opportunities and calendars and appointments, staff as well, for access to the platform. But yeah, there are many, many, many things that you can map and merge with these kind of interfaces. And this is going to be the V3 model of the integrations. So we are still going to do actions and triggers in the workflow builder, but this is also going to curve the gap for those who don't want to learn how to do actions and triggers, and they just would rather learn how to monetize and quickly get started with integrations, long story short. So just change the arrow around in the top corner for me, just so we can see that. So you can see here that, we're going from GHL contacts to Stripe as the direction. We can also go bi-directional. What's the word for that? I forget. We can basically go up and left and right at the same time. So every time that there's a new contact, you create a new customer, and every time there's a new customer, it creates a new contact. There are ways that you can obviously not do that, but that would be one way that you would use multi-directional data, basically. So what other apps do you want to show? Is there any other one that you think is worthwhile showing, like a pipeline manager, or do you want to show the Simpro interface or anything like that?
Not completely, like I'm working on it. So basically we have a lot of stuff. So we need to work on it. And at the end of week, hopefully we have a lot of things to be shown, like in the web interfaces.
Getting a little tired now, guys. But at the end of the week, what do? We haven't done it for like a couple of weeks because I think we've been a little extra busy since I've been here. But before I got here, what were we doing at the end of the week?
Like we have the ability of the different contacts and pipelines that Rupert said.
Nope. Instead, what we do is we throw a little party. We throw confetti at the end of the week. We have a big Loom videos that we all share into our group chat. We go through all of the videos. It helps educate each of the staff members about what other people are doing and also what we've also accomplished if people would like to go and review that capability. Now, inside of that, we have a point system for measuring who is performing the best in our staff. And Ali, have you won a bonus?
Yeah.
So Ali has been one of our own internal award-winning blah, 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 developers. And yeah, we couldn't have done anything we'd done on the HighLevel app marketplace if it wasn't for Ali and his amazing skills, honestly. So Ali, thank you very much. Do you want to go find Izhan for me and tell him to come in?
Okay, thank you guys. Bye.
Do you want to say thank you? Goodbye.
Thank you guys. Bye.
So everybody is quite sweet here, and it's interesting and fun to give them all their own space to be able to talk. But yeah, if you have any questions, I am going to get round to them a little later if you are watching, and I will go through those. I will reply to them if they're in the comments on Facebook. After this, I will go through and I will pick them up and reply to them. So don't worry about those, maybe potentially if you want to. But any other software or any other thing, please do keep in touch on what kind of integrations and applications you would like and any questions that you think that we can help you with. Can you come sit down? So this is Izhan. Okay, you don't need that. We'll use this one here. So I'll join you in on the Zoom so you can share your screen in a minute. Okay. Now Izhan's got a very particular application that he's going to share with us, one that's quite fun because we're talking with HighLevel about them using it at all of their events around the world. We also use it at all of the events that we go to around the world. It's a gamification application. Now Izhan is also Hamza's younger brother. So sometimes we give him a lot of shit for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Okay. But yeah, do you want to go ahead and say hello and introduce yourself?
Hey, hello. My name is Han, and I'm here as a developer. Now working on the Level Up store and digital application. And for now, I was working on the tools and gamification things. And
How long have you been working at
Level Up Marketplace?
Yeah.
Around 1.5 years.
And do you go to university? And what are you doing at university?
I was also doing a bachelor's degree in IT as well. I was also I was managing both things with it.
Was that fun? Is that fun?
Yeah, but sometimes hectic.
Sometimes a bit hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if life wasn't hectic, it wouldn't be fun, would it?
Yeah.
So look, I'm going to join Ishan in now. And he's going to show you and demonstrate to you the spin wheel application and show you what and how this works, basically. Do you want to come further over?
So this is basically our interface. We just need to click on the create button, and there are a lot of customization for the spin wheel. Just add name. Basically, this field will fetch all the contacts of your location and will append it on the circle in it. You can also select all the contacts if you wanted to, like just click on it and it will select all the contacts automatically. It will be visible when you use it live. You can also add search them by tag, like just add some tags and it will filter according to this tag. You can also add winner tags and losers tags to the spin wheel. Like whenever the winner is selected, it will automatically add this tag on that winner, and you can use the workflow according to that trigger add tag with the DHL. You can also
So just to go through some of this, what we're saying at the start here is filter contacts by tag. You could have a form that you're submitting where you're saying, hey, come fill in the form and we'll enter you into the competition. When the form is submitted and you run the automation, that is going to save a tag to this user, this contact. And then what will happen is the spin wheel will self-populate off of all of the contacts with that tag ultimately. Now, winner tags is once the winner has been selected, it will then add a tag to that client, to that contact. So this way, you know exactly who won, you know exactly who's entered, and you can go from there.
Yeah. And furthermore, we have a lot of customization for the wheel. Like we have the inner radius, border. We can also change the segment colors. Like you can add and delete colors from here. And we got fonts, font sizes, and you can also add logos in here. Like just add a logo, it will be appear on the header of your page, and we have the button logos. Like for this spin button.
John, did you just bring one out and just share a spin wheel online so we can see it spinning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show a sample one for now.
Yeah.
Like the tag I added has only 2 contacts in the location for now.
Have the URL. Let's go ahead and show the spin on your side. Going to grab one of the links from one of the previous competitions that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop sharing your screen for a second and then grab that link and then bring it back up. So I'm just going to see if I can find any questions or comments from anybody online at the moment. Just check a few messages as well. People are asking, how am I, where are you, and all this stuff. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. So just to remind everybody, if you're watching, I haven't seen any comments or questions come through to me. Hopefully they're somewhere else and I can go through them later today or tomorrow. But, you know, we will take care of everybody. There is a longevity question. There is also the question of, are things going to escalate? Like I said, I can't get out of the country currently. No, neither can anybody really for the next 48 hours. But you know, if you'd like to donate and you'd like to help everybody else out here and to push for a safer future, then please do so. We will let you know how your money was spent and where it went to. But also, you know, if there is no escalation over the next couple of days, then we will put the money into helping those who have been harmed in the incidences that have happened in the last week or so between India and Pakistan. So overall, everything's always going to go to good, but we will make sure that we do come back to all of you and tell you what we have done as well. So I think I can see now the spin wheel being uploaded and created. You got a link up?
Yeah.
There we go. Want to share your screen?
One of our spin wheel that we used in our event in Manila. So basically, we just need to spin the wheel, and it will determine a winner. So when the winner is selected, it will automatically that tag that we added on the while creating the wheel, it will automatically add that tag to this winner, and we can see that this is the winner, and we can also determine that what are the other customers that was in the spin wheel.
So really cool feature, just to point out here, is you can spin it, you can customize it, you can make it all look great. The amazing thing is in the follow-up. I'm sure that a lot of you agencies understand what I'm talking about. So once the winner has been selected, what it means is that you're going to be able to then trigger a workflow to that one particular winner. And you're going to be able to trigger a workflow to all of the runners-ups or the losers, allowing you to follow up with the runners-up, give them an offer. And for the winner, I would suggest that you send a deep share link. That's a capability where you could click a button, it would automatically write a Facebook post and add an image or URL for you. And from there, you're going to incentivize more people to want to be involved with more of your giveaways, whether it be for money or not. It just makes everything so much easier on an automation level, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other app that you think that you've made over the last year or so that you're proud of?
The Prime Contact application.
Prime Contact application. What does that application do?
That application basically get all the contacts for a location and find the duplicates one, and it will merge all the duplicates and create a single one.
Okay. And how many apps do you think you've made?
I've also worked on some action and triggers at first, but on the level store, I've made almost, I think, 6 to 7 applications.
And how many do you expect to make by the end of the year?
A lot more in queue for now. A lot of tools are in queue for now as well.
Sorry?
A lot of tools and gamifications things are in queue as well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of tools as well. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take a quick break, just have a quick drink. If you'd like to go and get a coffee or have a drink, I'm just going to leave the camera on inside of the main room. And I'll join back and I'll give a quick show and tell of the All the Apps app if you're still watching. And yeah, I'll go and see if I can find some questions and some comments from anybody. And we'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. Right. You joined on the Zoom?
No, right.
Are you watching on Facebook? Send me that link. Put that link inside the group chat. Copy paste this. You got the link that I sent? You want to join the Zoom I sent? Sorry?
No, I am not doing it, but
Yeah, join it now and then we can share your screen.
okay.
I mean, do you want to share your screen or do you want to
Basically, I have already tested the thing out, so I will be show this stuff.
yeah, do you want to show this?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So I went in the room and I just asked everybody if there was some things that they might want to finally share. You want to turn off your volume and your microphone. Make sure you go and you can get a lot more than that. Okay, get the boxes, get some of all of it, Hash. So there's two more people that want to go ahead and have a quick conversation with all of you before we stop talking with some of the guys. Some of them, I think, want to go home. and some of them still want to stay and do apps, you know, because we are crazy. Crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy is a one word for it. Uh, okay, just waiting for that. So, you're just connecting? Yeah.
Yes, I have gathered.
The internet just takes a quick second sometimes when you change it from one office to the other.
The internet I have strong fiber.
Sure. So you just make sure you get the internet first, and then I'll come in and I'll introduce you to everybody. Is it on production, or are you showing something on local?
No, it's on production. All the apps
You're doing it on the sub account level there. If you can't get it, I'll bring it up on my computer here. So we've got some pretty cool AI features. So if you are interested in AI, Mose here is going through and redefining what we are doing with AI capabilities. So we put it on support.
The N1 dev. Yes. And click on the yes word and apps for shadow.
There we go.
So start with higher.
Fantastic. All right, so we'll share it. We'll share it on this side. Your computer's not connecting, is it?
Yeah, it is connected.
Oh, it's connected now.
I will be fine.
Okay, here, let's just do it from this one, and I can share my screen from here if you like to. So first off, do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Yes, I am. I am Abdurrahman Moaz, and I am a full stack developer at Level Up Marketplace. And at Level Up Marketplace, my role includes to handle the apps integration. And right now, I am working on the AI stuff, and we have working on the AI stuff right now, and I have working on that stuff right now. So.
So how long ago did you start working at the Level Up Marketplace?
It's around about 10 months.
About 10 months now.
Yes.
You've had a very, very interesting time, I think, at the Level Up Marketplace with your journey. Okay.
Yes.
Now, how would you describe your journey for less than a year?
Basically, when I was started, I am just let's say we will be say a developer, and right now I am integrating different apps at Level Up Marketplace. I learned how to integrate different apps, and now I am also learning the AI and implementing here on the Level Up, and my journey starts from here as a junior developer, and right now I am learning. I am expanding my skills in the apps integrations and AI stuff. What I will be do at all the apps right now.
Now, we have an annual meetup usually in November. This happens after the summit, and this is when we do like a big dinner together, and then from there we do staff awards alongside a whole bunch of a bit of a party. Yeah. Now, Mo's only started, as you can tell, not too long ago, less than a year ago, but Yeah, go ahead if you want to. But within that time, he surprised me dramatically. That's all I can say. He surprised me so much. Okay. He was able to make some integrations and some applications so quickly, but never mind it being quick. He was also able to go ahead and create a capability of really good high quality integrations and apps. Okay. Now, when I saw this and noticed this, I pushed him. You could say, did I push you, you think? Pushed you a little harder to see how much better you could do and what other quality you could do?
Yes, you have pushed me out. You have explained me how to do the things basically where I am wrong and where I need to do the things quickly. And right now in the AI step I am working on, and Rupert tell me about that how we will make it. How we will use a better approach, and we will be I am research on that, and now we are using that approach, and I am learning so much from the Rupert and all the staff at Level Up as I can. So that's
yeah.
it. Yes.
Now, I was very surprised, very pleased, and the effort that Moses put into this is amazing, is all I can really say to you. And his skill set has gone from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. Is very on top of his game. I am very proud of his journey. And what did you get? You won an award from the Staff Awards last year. What was it?
It was a Rising Talent Award I have got.
Rising Talent, Rising Star, Rising
Yes,
Talent.
Rising Talent.
Which is very well suited, in my opinion, to him. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and let's give a quick show and tell of some of the AI features that Mose has been working on. So I'm just going to let him join in onto the Zoom, and then he can start sharing his screen and start showing you a quick use case and scenario of what he's been trying to build.
I have opened my screen.
There you go.
Okay. Here you will see that here is a sub-account level AI agent, and we will be talk with it. Let's say I just started my conversation with hi, and after that he will saying hi dear, how can I help you? After that I have asked him give me a list of let's say CRM apps. It will be written these apps we have available right now. It will be the Copper app, Front app, Tringo app, SalesMate, Streak, and HubSpot CRM. It also shows a description of the specific apps. So after that,
So these are apps that you can find in the Level Up Marketplace and or on the GHL Marketplace. Now, these are apps that when you're talking to this, you're able to talk about other integrations that are available across the network. Okay. Now, we supply a large percentage of apps to the Go High Level network.
yes.
And there is now an AI that is available to go through and support you with knowledge of those apps, and also what other apps exist to help you find the right application that you want.
Yes. So after that, first I will get the list of apps. We will be get the list of messaging apps and other kind of apps. So for now, I just get all the CRM like apps. So after that, we are also able to get the specific apps detail. Here, I have just asked the agent, give me the details of the Copper app. So it will give me the description of this app, and after that it will be show the available action of this app, create task action, get task action, and if the triggers are available of this app, it will be also show that. So after that I have asked the details of the another app. So and here you will see that it have also shows the YouTube video for that specific app. So it gave me the detail of the app, action ones, and here it gave me the YouTube video of the app. Here you will be see that how you will be use this app or configure this app. So And apart from that, we are right now working on the thing like how we will be solve the specific problems of the specific apps. Like here you will see that I have asked the AI how I configure the Clockify API key after installation. So right now he will be say that right now I don't have specific instructions for that, but uh, he will give the clear instructions how you will configure the Clockify app. And after that, if you are not sure if you are not sure what AI is saying, it will be give you our support email. You will be contact on there. Like here you will see that mubassir@alltheapps.io, where you will be contact us, and we will be further talk on it.
So interesting things here. How can we use an app? How do we set up an app? Are there any videos on how to utilize this app? What are the app things that you can do with it? Where can I get support from this app? If you'd like human-led support, who can I contact to get those? Now, this is on the sub-account level. We are Level Up Marketplace, but all the apps is our white label, grey label brand that we supply for you as an agency, for you to be able to have that ambiguousness of how do we supply certain technology where it needs to come branded to some extent, controlled by somebody on the provision level. Now, is there any other interesting things we should show them, you think, on the AI?
Right now we are working on the spotlighting things right now. So
What about the Copilot one?
Copilot one,
Do you want to show that or not?
the Copilot on the spotlighting one.
No. So if we wanted to create a location, it'll create a location. If we wanted it to create a calendar, it'll create a calendar.
Okay. That will be on the
agency level. Yeah.
Okay. So I am just going to the agency level and open all the apps here. So on the agency level, you will find the AI chat here. And here is the two agents, App Sport and Level Up Sport agency. So if you need any kind of app sport for the agency level, you will be talk with this agent. And if you need specific functionalities like how I will be create a sub account from the agency level, you will be use this one agent. So let's start the conversation with hi. So and now let's say I will be asking, can you create a sub account with the name of AI created sub account? So we'll check that. So here you will be see that it has created the sub account on our current agency. So and it gives us a detail like here sub account name, country, time zone, and here you will see that it also give us a setting of the sub account too. Like on the sub account level, is a duplicate contacts allowed? It says no. Is a duplicate opportunities are allowed? It says no. So, and I will be show this sub account too on the.
So don't worry about showing the sub account.
Okay.
So the interesting thing here is, like, as far as things go further and further down the rabbit hole, you're not only going to be able to go, hey, here's my problem. How can I solve it? Here are some videos. Here's who you could contact about it. But the AI will turn around and say, let me do that for you. And it's going to go, let me create you that location. Let me create you that calendar. Let me create you that pipeline. Let me create you these things that you need to know how to create. Okay. And from there, it will show you also how you could do this yourself so that you as a user feel better enlightened about what is going on and why it is going on as well. Okay. Now, this will further go deeper into all of our other third-party integrations that we already provide across the workflow builder. So then you're still going to be able to go, oh, can you please tell me some information about Stripe? Can you please give me some information about ClickUp? And it's going to be able to do that.
I think I have a function of the Stripe. I will be try
Go
if
ahead.
I get the result.
Try it. There's nothing wrong with showing a problem on live.
Okay, I think it will be working on a sub-account level.
On the sub-account level.
Because
Don't-
our app is integrated.
Don't worry yourself.
Yes.
So what kind of things are you interested, what are you excited for, sorry, that's coming out in the future for AI products from Level Up Marketplace?
Basically, I am excited for the different agents here. Right now, you will be see that we have the two agents. We have managed the app support and for the different apps. So basically, I am excited for the to manage the different apps like the Stripe, Pipedrive, and the Zoom app, and different apps like the popular one app Simpro. And I am very excited to integrate the more and more apps because we need to handle each app very separately. So I am very curious about that, how I will be manage the different apps, like it will be a 50 apps or hundreds of apps.
Well, there you have it. So, Mose, thank you very much for your time today. And thank you for all of your help. And honestly, I am very looking forward to see what's going to happen maybe around the year 2 marker of your journey here with Level Up Marketplace. You've been doing some amazing things. So I'm very proud of you, just to say. So should we get the last 2 crazy people in and let them talk about what they like doing here at Level Up Marketplace? Hey?
Okay.
Yeah, the last 2 crazy ones. Right, let's go grab them. Yeah, just make sure you close and leave the Zoom. Okay. Yeah, close. Come on then, you two.
Can I get the things
Yes.
in the box?
Yeah. Can you take this chair? Come further over. Let's go. So, with us here, we have Hash and Nanny. Now, Hash and Nanny, they're not developers, but they are developers of clothing and merch and crazy fun stuff that we like to send all of you users, like award boxes, like the ones behind us, for when you guys accomplish things with the Level Up Marketplace.
So basically,
So hang on a second.
Okay.
Calm down. Calm down. All right. He's usually the chatty one.
Yeah.
Okay. But all of a sudden we put a camera in front of Nanny and he's a little bit more quiet, which is very rare for him because he's always got something to say. I promise you, always something.
so much things.
So many things. Okay. So first off, what's your name and how long have you been working at Level Up?
My name is Hashir Razab. I'm working from approximately 1 to 2 years maximum. Because in the start we are working on super admin with Zen. I'm working on different applications profiling. Currently, I'm also working on merge and also I'm training the AI agent that Rahman told you before about. I'm just adding the data according to our apps that will be helpful for our users. But from a part, I'm just making these type of hoodies. Because these are the
Don't show the hoodies yet. Don't show them yet. Calm down. I know you want to show the hoodies.
These hoodies are the ideas of Rupert. We're making I think 6 to 7 test versions. We have test versions in the production house.
Yeah.
So we can display these test pieces in our award rooms.
Yeah.
So you can also watch that in different videos currently. So here are the final version of the hoodies. And we have a lot of designs there.
Let's see if we can get Nanny to talk. Okay, so Nanny, how long have you been working at the Level Up Marketplace?
Hey everyone, I am Nani. My good name is Hasnan. I am working with the Level Up Marketplace around 2 years ago, and I have starting on the starting things. I have done a lot of things like GHLs, websites, funnels, pipelines. On the other things, Rupert changed my place to the social media guy. Then I manage all the social media accounts, managing all the stuff from all the ticket from the social things, and also Rupert doing give me the new work as the things of our award things like cup, mugs, bottles. Can I show?
Yeah, you can show them. We can show some of them in this box. So you hold this tab.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take some of this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're going to show off all of the merch now and show what we've got. So we've got some
There's
mugs.
mug things.
Yeah, let me
The cap.
wait, let me do this.
Okay.
We'll go to this camera. There you go. And then you can share it like that. So we've got lovely mugs.
Cap.
We've got lovely hats and caps.
Our award boxes.
Award boxes that glow. You turn them on and they light up.
And also we have the 10K.
And then we've got the 10K award. It's much, much bigger than the 1K award.
Also we have the bottles.
We've got water bottles.
We have the notebook.
You show on the camera.
Okay.
Just that.
Yeah. Also we have a lot of stickers.
Yeah, we have loads of stickers. If you are watching this and you do comment sticker.
Yeah.
Because we will send you some stickers. And actually, we may as well send some t-shirts. We've got lots of t-shirts in stock. We've got lots of hoodies in stock. Right.
We have a lot of things in our stock.
Comment for us what you're seeing, what you like, okay? And then we'll get you a little special box sent out, okay? And we'll get you some extra things sent over because I am sure that Nani here would love to send some more stuff out to people.
Yeah, I have a lot of things in our in the award box.
We've got more stuff coming. We've got
Yeah,
nice pants coming.
yeah,
We've got
yeah,
new hats.
yeah.
We've got the bags. Have you seen the
Yeah,
bags?
yeah, tote bags.
Yeah. We've got the tote bags coming as well. What else have we got to show?
It's around
Key rings?
Yeah.
Do you want to show that on the camera?
There's the keyring. That's nothing.
And then there we go. And then apart from that, pass me the box.
Oh, okay.
So these are big metal boxes. They are very good, sturdy quality. Come with a nice lock inside of them. And the opening experience of when you open up one of these awards is that you will have one of these awards inside of here. And when you open it up, it'll shine out bright in front of you. So we've had some lovely experiences from some of the agencies that have won an award and got an award box from us. But it's a great little experience, isn't it?
A very, very better experience.
You want to put that down?
Yeah.
You put that down over there. Okay. So, Ash, do you want to talk about some of these hoodies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. So you can.
Give me this.
So basically, in a start, we just have a big logo of Level Up there with stuffed arrows inside it. And for the interior, we added the silky material for your comfort that you feel very comfy inside it.
For your comfort.
Yeah.
You're trying really hard now. I like it. Go on. So what other features have we put on?
Then we are added the zips there. We are using the branding there, and we are also have the nice rubber logo in front of this. And
we've got the removable hood.
Yeah.
So you can also take the hood off. Do you want to take the hood off on this one? Oh, very good.
Wow.
Want to put this on?
It's a very big size. I think it's for nanny.
No. This is just very small for you.
Give me one.
Oh, there we go. Gangster. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, we worked hard on doing these. We did these in November, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. But we got inside materials. We got things going down the arms on the side, as you can see. We've got the colors going across GHL and the purple. We've got things going on in the back. We've got different inside materials. So the inside of that one's got the icon of Level Up Marketplace. This other one has Level Up Marketplace on the inside in purple. And this one's also got little arrows on where you put your hands into the pockets. Okay? So we do make different types of designs, different styles. And Hash, what did you learn when we were making these hoodies? What did you learn?
So basically, in the start, we are just starting from the zero. Like we have no VNs. Rupert provides some ideas for the hoodies, and we are working around late at nights with our production team inside the production house. So it was really helpful from the start because of Rupert, because Rupert was here in last year in I think December. So when we start, there was I think two different options for hoodies. Then we decided to make some different ones. Like when we start, uh, Rupert told us to make some funky hoodies with different shades, like branding shades. We are adding all the brand shades inside the one hoodie. Then we decided to make a super cool and super attractive piece like this. I think this piece was the starting piece. Yeah. This was our first piece that we made. Like Rupert wear it, but it was in the GHL branding. Then we decided to make it in our level up one. So here is the final variant. In this process, basically a part of that, I'm also working on my father's shop since quite. So when we start to work, Rupert told me about these kind of things. I have learned a lot of things like how to manage the color grading inside it and many more things. Yeah.
I think the main thing that I passed on here, and if you know my story of like my background, you'll know that I had quite a lot of experience in retail and stores of that nature. And it was that you can't be scared to make a mistake, and you've got to be willing to try to see how things happen and how they turn out. There's no, you gotta you will make ugly things before you make great things. And still to this day, everybody's their own Picasso. So I have my own personal friends that tell me that my hoodies are horrible colors and horrible things. But then we have a certain audience of people, lovely GHL agency people, who love our hoodies and things. Oh, actually, you just reminded me of something. There was somebody who we met in Manila. Okay, we gave some hoodies and some t-shirts away at all of the events. So if we ever come to an event, you ever see us coming to an event, we do give away hoodies always and t-shirts at all of our events that we attend. Okay, but there was one lovely person who had a hoodie, and now they have it in America. And that's one of the guys from RepStack. I don't know if you know RepStack, everybody, but Arthur here is sending me a lovely photo of him wearing his hoodie over in America. Yeah. Okay, so we get lovely photos like this from some of our users, from our customers, some of our friends, and it's great things to see from people. So if you are watching, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you do a share, make sure you do an social engagement thing, and let us know what you want. Send me a quick message, and we'll see if we can get you a little gift sent out. Maybe before we can't send anything out of the country, because we can't get Rupert out of the country right now. We can't get you guys out of the country. So maybe we could get a hat or a mug or a hoodie out of the country. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Hash and Nanny, everybody, they've been working on social media and a few other things, but also all of our lovely merch, all of our awards that we bring to you, like our 100K award, the big bright one just behind Hash's head, just here. Yeah. Your little head. Yeah, there you go. Right. And also we got these t-shirts. You want to hold that for me? Yeah. So I like these t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now myself. You've got the little level up logo just there, and then on the back of it, another big one just like this. Now these are really good rubber material, really good quality stuff, and we put a lot of effort into making sure that we don't send crap, do we? Yeah. Hey, we make sure that we do send good stuff. We make sure it's good heavy materials. Yeah. We make sure that it's got good quality branding on it, and there's actually, we haven't even had a chance to speak about this, or I haven't even had a chance to really post about this, but we made some special hoodies, didn't we, for the Go High Level founders?
Yeah, we are making the founder hoodies. We work around 6 to 7 hours late at night. I think it's 6 p.m. in the next morning. You came from the for the little nap, and we just changed the shifting because I'm still on the worker because we need everything perfect. And
But all of our hoodies, they're all handmade, aren't they?
yeah, only handmade.
Only handmade. They are really good quality, everybody. And, you know, you got to kind of like think to yourself about it. But, you know, you're not going to get, I promise you, you're not going to get any better quality than the quality you're seeing here from any other merch store. I promise you. And if you do, we will work harder. I promise you. Because we don't develop just apps, yeah?
We are developers of amazing hoodies.
Of amazing hoodies. See? Amazing apps and amazing hoodies. And amazing awards.
And like the amazing gifting
We make our own awards like these ones. And we've got the big ones just behind me as well. They've got the 10K one. Show the 10K one under the table. Yeah, look how big that is. Okay, hold it up. And we've even got these even bigger ones just behind me. Like these are the snapshot awards. Yeah. Okay, that we'll be bringing out those in the $50,000 cash giveaway, which I might end up talking about that a little bit later. So, what new things have we got? We think coming in merch. We've got the bags and we've got mouse pads. Yeah.
We are
the new
best
caps.
quality hair.
We've got new quality caps as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got all of those being ordered and coming through. But yeah, if you have any ideas of any other new merch that you would like to maybe have, or you're thinking, oh, Rupert, it'd be really cool if you put USB sticks or backpacks or
I already ordered the things.
Yeah.
And they are already in the printing machines.
Yeah.
It will be here in 2 days.
We've got new stuff arriving in 2 days.
Yeah.
We'll post a little video about it. I'm sure Nanny will get some stuff out and start showing everybody. So, yeah, I think that covers everything.
Yeah.
What are you guys looking forward to in the future of Level Up Marketplace? What things are you looking forward to?
We are looking at very bright futures because we have a lot of clients of our apps, and our developers work so hard. Like if they want to work some late at night, they usually work hard for different clients for different applications. And when it's come to the support, then our support team is also available till late at night. And Rupert was also working on different time zones from the past many years.
I don't have a time zone. I'm on Rupert's time. Rupert's time is my own time. There is no time zone for Rupert. Okay. Anyway, right. Let's get out of here. I'm going to go. Let's take all these things. Let's get them back into the other room. Okay. We'll see if anybody's gone ahead and commented or asked for any of our lovely merch and stickers and things. And I'll see if anyone else in the big room wants to come over, because I think a few people are going to head off home. Obviously, we don't want to keep people too late. Oh, look at that room. Look at that room. Look at them. They're getting a little bit tired now. Hey, look at them. We've got the main guys there, Zen, Hamza, and Izan Uzak. We've got Junaid there as well. Junaid, he works on certain clients, building out websites and pipelines, doing a bit of implementation for people, helping with supporting people. But it looks like the main group of everybody's gone home now. It would have been nice. I would have got them all to say wave and say goodbye to everybody. But it looks like it's just the key people now. So I'm going to just go and have a quick chat with everybody just for a quick minute. I think some people are going to go off and get some food and some dinner and some things like that. And I am going to get prepared to start showing you maybe some things about our $50,000 cash giveaway that we're doing for snapshots. Okay. And also talking to you about all of the apps and kind of showing you how to use all of the apps. So if you'd like to go and take a quick break, go and do that, and I'll be back a little later. Before I do go, I just want to remind everybody that, you know, this whole live has came apart because, you know, of some of the problems that are happening in the world. And, you know, we've got to prepare potentially for the future. Hope things don't happen this way, but if you'd like to donate towards any of the expenses that it's going to take to get some people to safety, and or to help those who are in need during these awkward times at the moment, then please remember to donate. There's a QR code and a link that you can go to. I'm sure somebody has commented the link inside of the thread and everything. But yeah, I hope everybody has a chance to donate something responsible. And we will let everybody know exactly what we do with any of the funds for the donations. We're not going to do a tally. We're not trying to hit a big target or anything. This is honestly just a charity conversation situation. It's all been set up obviously quite fast, you know. This all kicked off late last night about this time now, and yeah, you know, the later it gets tonight, a little bit more nervous I get, to be honest with you, just based around the conversations of, is there going to be more missiles? Are there going to be retaliations from both sides? You know, are we going to be able to get out of the country anytime soon? And what does that look like? Okay, so go have a break, go have a coffee, go have a drink. I'll be back here in a couple of minutes, and wish you all the best of luck. Yeah, yeah. Come on, close the door. Double action? What? Double action, please. Yeah, get the biggest PC you want. I don't care. Excel for me. Sure. You okay? Yeah, it's got a few things. Sit down. Oh, so one last person wanted to stick around. Okay, he was waiting his turn. He's being very patient, very polite. The name's Junaid. Okay. Now, Junaid, how long have you been working at the Level Up Marketplace?
Hello everyone, this is Junaid from Level Up Marketplace. Actually, I'm working with Rupert and with Level Up Marketplace since around about 3 or maybe 3.5 years.
Been here quite long.
Yeah.
Was one of the original few people.
Yeah.
You could say when we first had like 10 people or less.
It's been like me, Hamza, Zuhaib,
Yeah.
and 2 more people.
Yeah.
No,
So
one
very,
more.
very, very, very early days. Very, very early days. So what do you do for the Level Up Marketplace? What have you been doing on your time for the last 3.5 years?
Actually, I'm handling the VIP clients and make their website and working on the GHL automations, make some forms for them as well. So yeah, I'm doing working on the GHL to building the websites and all the things related to the GHL.
So how many different clients have you been able to work with?
Let me just say 5 or maybe 6 clients. Yeah.
So the thing that I like to point out here is that he's only had a small amount of clients, but how long have your clients been stuck with you?
Sorry, I didn't get your point.
How long have the clients been with you? How long have they stayed your clients?
Like from this beginning, and
Yeah.
yeah.
See, that's the thing that he's kind of surprised about. I know out there that some of you agencies who might be watching this are going like, oh, I have a client, they're here for 3 months, then they're gone. Okay. And building those relationships is sometimes difficulty for you. You know, we do like to make sure that we tell our clients that we are there for them. We're committed to making sure that they get results, and we are committed to making sure that they are satisfied with the delivery that we bring them, which then means that they are going to stay with us for as long as they first become our customers. Like I have had clients that have been with me for 8 more years, and Junaid here has kept a particular handful of clients for us at the Level Up Marketplace since the start of him working here. Now, when you first started working here, what was the first thing you did, or what do you think? What do you remember? What was the first thing you remember doing and learning?
Making the websites.
And how many websites have you made, do you think, today?
On today, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
On one day.
How many from 3.5 years?
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Yeah.
More than 100.
More than 300.
More than 500.
More than 1,000.
More than 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Don't remember.
You don't even remember. Honestly, I can't remember how many bloody websites this guy's made for us for different clients. But what kind of niches, what kind of businesses have you made websites for?
For the restaurant, for the you can say roofing and rental cars and many other businesses.
Many others. Now, do you want to name drop 1 or 2 of your favorite clients? They might be watching. I know one of them might be watching.
One of my favorite client is Rupert.
I'm not a client. That's a bad word for me,
No,
but anyway.
Actually, I just made Level Up Maps website though. That's why he's
right.
one of my clients. That way.
Sorry, we have an internal conversation sometimes of like where we got internal work and we treat ourselves as internally as our own client. So that's the language that we're going with there. Sorry, I was just trying to understand what was happening there. But who else is your favorite client?
Chuck. Chuck Bars Media. Yeah.
Chuck. Chuck, how long has Chuck been with us?
It's like 2.5 years.
2.5
He just
years.
started the GHL, and we are working with them.
Fantastic. And how have we helped Chuck's business? Where has he got to, and where's he come from?
Actually, he just started from like 5 to 6 websites, and now they have got 150 plus websites.
There we go. So it's 100. So we're starting with 5 or 6 clients to 150 different clients over this time period, utilizing Junaid and his team of people here at the Level Up Marketplace to help him with implementation of sites, pipelines, automations, emails, WordPress, Yext, custom apps as well. He has custom apps that we build for him as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. We have built custom apps for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the list goes on and on and on and on. So Junaid didn't want to leave. He was stuck there in the room. Okay. And I was wondering, I was like, why is Junaid still here? He should have gone home by now, and I imagined. But he wanted to stay around, and he wanted to say hello to all of you, if you're watching, and let you know about his story and what he's been doing here at the Level Up Marketplace. Okay. Now, is there anything you're excited for in the future of the Level Up Marketplace?
Yeah, actually, Level Up Marketplace is now growing higher, and higher. So every day we are working on the different apps, different widgets, different tools, and we are achieving many apps, and we are building many apps as well.
So very excited about all the apps. How many apps do you think we're going to have maybe by the end of the year?
I don't even guess.
We're gonna try and hit 4 figures. We're gonna hit 4 figures, everybody. We're gonna hit 1,000 different applications across the marketplace, and that means we've got a lot of work to do because we're still quite a few numbers behind. But also with the new updates coming to the marketplace in the next week, you're going to be able to see some massive improvement on why agencies are going to want to use the marketplace overall. Okay. Now, do you want to just say your goodbyes?
Yeah. So it's been a nice working with the Level Up Marketplace and with the Rupert. Actually, he's a very good guy by nature and by, as you can say, everything. Yeah. So bye.
Compliments don't get you anywhere with me. Right, I'm going to go and just find out. I think we just decided to go and see if we get some food ordered in from the rest of the guys, and then I'm going to just have a quick bathroom break and go to have a quick drink. And like I said, I'll come back and go back over a few things with everybody, and yeah, I'm looking forward to talking and showing things about our $50,000 cash giveaway, and also a demonstration of some of the tools found inside of all of the apps. If you have been paying attention and watching so far with everything, I'm very, very grateful for you doing all of this and watching, commenting, sharing, and anything that you've done towards just helping and donating. I haven't looked at any of the donation stuff. I haven't looked at any of the commenting stuff. I haven't looked at any of this stuff. Okay. I just trying to stay focused on what I'm doing here, because I'm not really sure if I want to go outside. Okay. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back. So I feel like we're on to the last part of this evening's thing. I didn't realize how long we'd been on live for. Just want to give a quick thank you, obviously, to Mario for helping me out getting this organized a bit. You know, the previous night before, hadn't been to bed, really. People make jokes about me not going to bed and stuff, but I don't really have a lot of sleep. I kind of get on with it, if that knows what I mean. Especially when I'm over here, you know, working quite hard and, you know, working with the team. I enjoy it and I love it a lot. So obviously, end up want to try and do my maximum with the time that I have here. And I kind of abuse myself in some format of the way of doing as much as we possibly can. But yeah, I am looking forward to at some point getting home. It's been nearly 6 weeks now since I saw some friends of mine and my girlfriend Faye, of course, as well. So I'm looking forward to getting home and going there. I was also looking forward to obviously going to the Australian event. I'm not sure if that's going to happen anymore with what's happening, but you know, have to reroute flights and all this kind of fun stuff, figure out what's going to happen. But at the same time, don't know when we're going to have the airspace open, apart from news is meant to come in on Friday. So we'll have to wait and see when that is. Okay. So look, we'll jump in, I think, and we'll do a quick show and tell of all of the apps. And from that point there, we'll also do a quick show and tell of the snapshot competition as well. And from there, if there are any other questions, I'll come back and I'll follow up with everybody about that afterwards. But hopefully, you know, everyone's questions have been answered, and you know, just want to say a big thank you to everybody that has watched, and a big thank you to anybody that has donated towards you know, some funds to help with making sure that people are secure, and or you know, just going towards those who have been affected with what's happening. Hopefully it doesn't continue and this comes to a quick ceasefire, but you know, things are meant to escalate, so let's hope they don't. Fingers crossed, everybody. So right, let's get into it. So here we go. So here I am, I'm on the agency level. Now, if you ever wanted to go ahead and download all of the apps, it's a pretty easy thing to do. I'm just going to zoom in here so you can see things a little bit easier. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the app marketplace. From the app marketplace, you're going to be able to find all of the apps. Here it is, number 7 on the marketplace. We fluctuate anything from number 7 to number 4. People come in and out of utilizing all of the apps. The main reason for that is, like, some people want to have it just for their agency. Some people want to put it into every single sub account and into every single client. You know, there are lots of reasons why you would want to have it inside of all of your clients, and there are lots of reasons of why you might be using it just as an agency tool. You know, inside of all of the apps, there are maybe 300 apps potentially coming in at it, like miniature applications. As you can see, loads and loads and loads of different app versions as well, of how we've been pushing new updates coming through all of the apps. Now, once you install all of the apps, what will happen is that you will have this little button here called all the apps on the side navigation. When you come to all of the apps in the side navigation, what you're then going to find is you have this lovely navigation up here at the very top with so many additional features. Now, just really quickly going through what we've got here, we've got dashboard tools. These are tools that will let you look at dashboards across all of your Go High Level account, okay? We've then got education material from podcasts, videos, checklists, things that you need to do as an agency to get yourself set up and going. We then have an app marketplace. Now, the app marketplace here is all the apps that we provide, but we've also broken them down into easier segments for you to be able to manage and control what it is that you want your sub-account users to then see. We then have our customizer capability, where you can go ahead and come to the theme builder and you can design what you want your Go High Level account to look like in whatever colors and styling that you'd like. You obviously saw earlier today with Youssef and how you can do that. Again, same thing for the login page. Also the different tools that you may want to have on and off inside of your account. By turning on and off these tools, you're going to let us know what it is that you're using so that we can better serve you. Okay. From here as well, we've also got our AI features. Here you can go ahead, like I was showing you earlier today with Mose, what you can do with our AI chat capabilities. A lot more features to come with that as well sooner or later. We also have our tool collections of things like CSV locations, CSV users. As an agency, maybe you want to upload a whole bunch of locations and users to your agency, and you want to do it like this. And you can't do that currently. So by utilizing this capability, you're going to be able to upload that CSV and off you go. Okay. Afterwards, we've got multiple location dashboard. We spoke about this earlier. This application, it looks very much like Go High Level's dashboard builder, but what you're actually going to be able to do is build the data sets from either custom data and or your own GHL sub-account data, but you can add it as an array so you can find out which location is outperforming another location. CRM sync and location headquarters, I mentioned those earlier with Mario when he was talking with us. Afterwards, we have the location tools. These are all different tools that you can distribute to your sub-account level. There are some amazing things inside of here. One of them actually here, this prime contact one, this one was actually made with an idea from Mario. Mario asked me, you know, can we not have duplicate contacts? I need duplicate contacts, but then I need to not unduplicate them, basically something of that nature. And I want the contact who has got the most amount of custom field values to take priority. So that's what that one will do. You've got things like vCard tool, deep link tool, image tool, customize images with customized text from custom fields over the top of them. Custom dashboard tools, link shortener, share link tools, contact maps, CSV users, prime contacts, QR code tools, and opportunity maps. Loads and loads and loads of different features that you're going to be able to put into your sub accounts to be able to give them a whole new feature set. Afterwards, we have our onboarding tools. So in the onboarding, we have a tooltip capability where you can turn this on and it'll give product tours around the Go High Level account. We've also got onboard lists. This is like a checklist of things that you need to do, like connect your domain, upload your logo and branding, verify your business information. All of these things, you can decide if you want to show the collection or not. You can hide individual ones or hide the whole collection. It's a pre-made list of items that you have as a checklist. If you want to, you can go ahead and create your own onboarding list as well. Same thing for questionnaires. You can build out a questionnaire for the onboarding as well. Same thing for an internal checklist. Again, you can go ahead and build in one of those. An internal tasks capability. And custom value forms that we call onboarding forms. So this way, you can go ahead and have your own form builder for the latest and greatest capabilities for when you want to go ahead and add an element. So you can see here, you can drag and drop over your headings, your paragraphs, your links. You can do multi-image stoppers, but you can also go in and utilize a pre-made design, just like this. Okay, so easily go to stepper form, and here you can see the stepper form capabilities. It's an amazing little application where you can go ahead and design your own layouts. This page builder is a little bit more capability than the GHL one, so I'm sure you're all going to love this. So we've got a store capability. So let's say you want to open up a store on the sub account level where people can buy your sub account, your snapshots, and then they will install the snapshots directly into the account. Yes, you can do that. You can do that by adding in the categories or descriptions. You can say if it's free or not free, and you can choose how you want to pay for it, one time or recurring. You can go ahead and choose not just one snapshot, but multiple snapshots if you wanted to. You can also select the custom value form that you want to go ahead with this. So once the purchase is made, here is the onboard form for this snapshot. You can also add tags and features to it as well, giving you a lovely capability of showing different collections of these different snapshots to all of your end users. So we also have the same for the service store. The service store is essentially the same thing, but we're not talking about snapshots. We're just talking about you doing something for them. Okay. Now, if you're doing something for them, there doesn't have to need to be the snapshot part of building out your product, basically. This is great if you want to be able to make some more upsells and cross sells, because you're going to be able to effectively get more services out to your clients and go from there. Now, you could almost, if you wanted to, by utilizing some of our other apps and actions, have a service store where it could unlock new modules inside of your Go High Level account. Okay, very interesting capability. If you'd like to know more about that, please let me know. Now, we'll move over to this one, support. So inside of here, you've got a custom feedback capability. This is where you can say, oh, I'd like to have feedback collected in emojis out of 10, 5 stars. I want it to be shown here, 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 or here. And I would like to ask for feedback every 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. You've also got video testimonial capability. You've also got a knowledge base where you can go ahead and add in your own knowledge base, but you can also utilize our knowledge base as well. You've got banners. You might have seen banners. They're the kind of things that sit above the dashboard where you can go ahead and add in a an important bit of information. It's also worthwhile noting that across a lot of our applications, there's these little yellow buttons where you can then go ahead and watch one of these videos, helping you to understand and learn about how you're going to be able to use these types of features. We also have the newsfeed capability, white label media library, support ticket chat. So this support ticket chat is like tickets that people can submit to you. It's really interesting how that works because you collect it all inside of a sub account and you use the conversation provider as the way to communicate back. You also got a chat bubble, which is kind of like the ticket support, but ultimately it's more open-ended with the conversation. You also got a roadmap and a changelog capability. So over here in management, we've got some great features where you can manage your users and your locations, but even more important is the snapshot capability. Now, I'll get into this a little bit later once I've shown off some of these other features. This is where you're going to start if you want to be a part of the snapshot competition for $50,000. Now, if you ever need any help utilizing Level Up Marketplace, come here, click help, submit a ticket to us, look at the FAQs, make a request, look at the roadmap, look at the change log, look at what the onboard process looks like. So when you do come here, you go through all of these onboard steps with Level Up Marketplace, giving you confidence on, oh, I must be doing the right thing, and oh, I haven't filled in everything. We also got ourselves our testimonials page. If you'd like to go ahead, you can submit a testimonial from here. You click there and then just go ahead and leave your feedback up here at the top in the purple. If you'd like to, you can always get on a Zoom call with myself or numerous of the other staff members as well. And then we have our settings. We don't need to go into that one today. So before we get into the management and the snapshot competition, okay, I've just showed you a whole bunch of capabilities and features. Now, here in the navigation tool sets, this is where you could basically say any of the tools that you've seen. So like the AI, for example, or one of the tools like the CSV users capability, or anything that you see as a tool will then be found inside of the navigation tools, because from there, you are going to be able to navigate who is seeing what, where is it being seen, and ultimately, some of you would like to be able to control that a little bit more. Oops, wrong mouse. Now, Apart from that and the navigation capability, we've also got the app creator. Now, if you are interested in making apps that go to the marketplace, snapshot apps, services, people, and also courses, you can have apps that have no technical capabilities in the background of them. And we've made it super simple for you to be able to register your app on the marketplace. Okay. It is so simple. I promise you, it's just copy paste a whole bunch of things. And from here, you can easily start selling your snapshots, your services, start selling VA services or as people, you might put it. And you can also put courses through your account as well. So if you have a course inside of your sub account, but you would like to be able to sell it potentially to all the people at the Philippine event, then they can get that from us. So navigation's all done now, app creator's done. So let's just talk about the management capability. So if you see here, this lovely yellow button is the snapshot competition. Here's telling you that you should enter into the competition. Okay. And what will happen when you register yourself for the competition, you're going to register you as a person. Okay. So you can put your name, email, phone number, background image, and everything of the above. Here you can view the information, and you can also view the snapshot as it was submitted. So from here, you're going to see how well this snapshot is built out or not. Or not. So from here, you're going to be able to have a look at what is inside of a snapshot from any comments or just the workflows. There's loads and loads of capabilities of what you're going to be able to document a snapshot about. I would like to most probably do a more in-depth capability about what you're going to be able to get from the snapshot management system and the snapshot competition. But you can see here we have a foldering system. Also, we can review all the workflows that have been or haven't been documented, checklists and quizzes, and also comments that people can leave for you to be able to tell them more about your snapshot. Now, I think we're going to end it here. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed and a bit tired, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go into the snapshot competition and most probably a more in-depth approach to all of the apps and give a better show and tell about all of this. It is now nearly 2 in the morning. Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. It's not uncommon for me to be awake at this time at all, but the last few days have dragged it out of me, if I was to be completely and utterly honest with you. Okay, so, I'm just going to say the one last chance, please donate, if you'd like, if you'd be responsible, obviously. But the money's going to go towards helping and making sure that all Level Up Marketplace staff members are being safe, but also, towards anybody who has been affected by the tragedies of what have happened recently. Okay. So, donate, obviously, if you can, and if you can't, please don't try and stretch yourself. I know of some very generous people out there who don't have to be or shouldn't be as generous as they are. Okay. Now, hopefully you've seen a lot of people today. You've understood a lot of what we deliver as the Level Up Marketplace. And I hope that you want to, quote unquote, invest / donate to us. And yeah, basically, I think that covers absolutely everything. So thank you very much for listening. And thank you very much for paying attention to everything that's going on. And I will look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. and I wish you all the best across the world.